Warm greetings from the high 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. This is a two-part compilation video pertaining to the disappearance of Summer Wells. As most of you know, her brothers have been removed from the family home. They are no longer in the parents' custody, and they attended juvenile court yesterday. And also, the latest update is that now the Sheriff Department will be conducting future searches pertaining to Summer Wells. And I'm very curious to know why that is. So now I'm curious to know if EquiSearch will be returning and anybody else. Because are we going to be now looking at separate searches of the child? Will the Sheriff Department allow others to enter into the jurisdiction to look for her? I'm very confused at this said information, and I will bring you a source pertaining to the information. I will let you all fall into the chat so we can get this live started. This will be a brief live, hopefully. Thank you all for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Hello, Gingy. Hello, V. Hello, Diamond. Faithful, faithful, faithful. Thank you so kindly. God is good. Hello, Night Out. Hello, Soul Survivor. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting a very bad vibe right now. I'm getting a really bad vibe. Something stinks. I could be overreacting, or I could just be using my discerning spirit. And something's off here. Hello, May. Mildred, how are you? Hello, May. May, how you doing, sweetheart? Mary H, how are you? Thank you all for joining me. God bless you. Thank you so very kindly. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Amen. Thank you for all my new subscribers. You all have been good to a queen, honey. Yes, yes, yes. An extra 100 subscribers just in the past week. God is good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. 300 plus in the past month. Amen. Thank you so much. Yes, it's a sickening feeling because something's off right now. Something's very off because I'm trying to figure out, these people were complaining about finances, budget, and now I'm assuming it's Hawkins County Sheriff Department because that's the county that they live in. But this is something very strange going on. I don't know if there's some head knocker issues. Somebody's getting too big for their britches. Somebody's offended by something. Somebody did said. Somebody don't want other people coming in the jurisdiction. What's the problem? You know, what is the problem? I don't want to throw anything out there that is not true, but obviously there's something because it's commentary that's just been uploaded to local news and YT, and I will bring you the source. Yes, if you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. Thank you so much, and thank you all for the donations. God bless all of you. Keep the dream alive of Everyday Shenanigans. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Got 32 viewing. I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I don't want to hold you all up. I'm sure there's other things you'd like to be doing this evening. Because right now I'm on the OWN network and Bravo. I'm on Housewives of Potomac and Family and Fiance on the OWN network. I have to digress. I have to find something else to do besides the true crime and because I can't do this every day. Stay into this. This is overwhelming. It's too much. Too much. Hello, Crystal. Thank you. Another mod on day. I would like to say I watched an old comedy video late this morning. It's by Shaq and Cedric the Entertainer, and it was filmed in the mid 2000s, and it is awesome. I was watching it on my Roku TV. I guess it's this LOL. I don't know what the channel is. Some type of laugh loud something channel. But anyway, it was very good comedy, and I needed it this morning to take my mind off of all this craziness with these missing people and deceased people. It's just too much to just watch the same stuff all the time. But Lord have mercy. It's a great show. It's Shaquille O'Neal is, I guess, the headliner. It's he and Cedric Entertainer, for those of you who watch comedy shows. They were live in, I believe it was Arizona. It's a very good show. And Kevin Hart is one of the headliners that was on it. Hold on a minute, you guys. Okay, just trying to get my munch on. I have to do it a little later. I can't do everything at once. Thank you all for joining me. Welcome, welcome to the chat. 38 viewing. I'm going to go ahead and get started. As I state, this is a two-part compilation video. The Wells have attended juvenile court yesterday. I don't know what happened. And also, the Sheriff's Department is now taking the lead into the search for Summer Wells. Why, I don't know, but I'm going to bring you the said commentary. Here we go.
Churchill Rescue Squad announced today it will no longer be the lead agency in the search for Summer Wells, saying the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office is now in charge of future ground searches. Meanwhile, the Amber Alert for Summer Wells issued by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation remains active. TBI says they've received just under 1,070 tips in the case, but have yet to get a solid lead on where Summer might be. If you have information you think could help locate her, contact TBI. If you see her, call 911 immediately. Churchill Red.
Okay, that's said information. WJHL is the source. You are welcome to verify the said information on YT. Sorry about that. I'm trying to interchange different content to bring to you. Thank you so much. That's by WJHL for those of you who are concerned with said information. So now the Sheriff's Department will be conducting future searches for Summer Wells. Why? I do not know. I find it very strange. All of a sudden, 6 weeks in, this county is now wanting to do the searches for the child. Why? What's the problem? Will you be allowing other people to come in to search? Will other organizations such as EquiSearch and that group with Tim Coop, will they be allowed in? What the hell's going on? I'm befuddled. I believe it's a head knocker issue. Maybe too many people wanting to be in charge. I don't know. It's very strange. Oh, come on, phone. All right, I'm going to bring you more commentary. Yesterday, the family attended court, juvenile court, because as you know, their children, their boy children, have been removed from their custody. So what is the issue with this family? What happened in court? Will they get visitation of their children? Was anything pertinent mentioned in court pertaining to the case? It has been said by Mr. Don Wells to this certain podcaster that they do have an attorney. Who is their attorney? Is it a local attorney? Did they find the attorney? Did the attorney find them? Lots of questions pertaining to this couple. Now have one missing girl child and 3 boy children removed from their custody. It's a very sick situation, but as I have said before, the state had a reason for stepping in, removing them. What did they find? What are the reasons for removing the children? Is it because they already had a case on this couple pertaining to Summer and or the other children, or just Summer? Or is it because of the content uploaded to social media by Ali Mulali and her son, Boy H? Were they the tipping scales for DHS stepping into the picture? Because Mr. Don is making it seem as if it's something else, not Summer. Summer's disappearance is why the children were removed. He's alleging that he's been drinking because of all the hoopla and the gossip and the harassment and the threats have sent him over, pushed him over. So is it somebody found out he did something at the house? Did he get enraged? Did he touch the children, hit the mother? Did he go out here in the public doing something felonious? Someone called 911. What's the real reason? Would we ever get the real reason to anything pertaining to these dead people? I don't know. Here we go. Second commentary. This is pertaining to the bio donors going to court.
Nothing's more craveable than a marinated, made with white meat, hand-breaded, crispy chicken.
Tonight, the parents of Summer Wells tells News Channel 11 the state of Tennessee has removed their other children from their custody. It was 6 days ago that the Department of Children's Services first confirmed to News Channel 11 they were involved in the case of the missing girl who has now not been seen for 6 weeks. Ansley Daniels spoke with Candace Wells and Don Wells following a hearing in Hawkins County earlier today. She joins us live from Kingsport with details. Ansley?
Yes, Sarah, both Donald Wells and Candace Bly appeared in juvenile court around 1 p.m. earlier this afternoon in Hawkins County. After that appearance, I spoke with them outside where they both confirmed to me that their children were taken by the Department of Children's Services late last week. After that appearance, Summer's parents were emotional and declined to speak with me on camera. I did ask if they knew why their older children were removed from the home, and Candace told me that she would rather not say and wanted to be clear that Summer's disappearance and DCS's involvement with her other children are separate situations. She also told me that they now have a lawyer but would not share that lawyer's information. Don Wells told me that his older children are safer where they are now, but he did not elaborate or specify how. Due to this case involving minors and per Hawkins County's Justice Center's policy, I was not allowed to be in the courtroom or even take a phone or camera inside the lobby. They both walked into the center just a few minutes before their hearing, and upon arrival, they were escorted into a different courtroom away from the lobby from where everyone else was sitting. By 1 p.m., an officer came to get them to go into the juvenile courtroom. They left the annex separately, but arrived and left together in the same vehicle. Again, due to this situation involving minors, the juvenile court office could not provide any information or paperwork. I also checked with the clerk's office, who was over circuit, sessions, and criminal court to see if there was any new paperwork filed for either of them, and was told that there was nothing new. But back here at Borden Park in Kingsport, another prayer circle for their daughter will be held in about an hour, which marks the 6th week since she was last seen. Live in Kingsport, Ansley Daniel, News Channel 11.
Ansley, thanks. So the Churchill Rescue Squad announced today it will no longer be the lead agency in the search for Summer Wells, saying the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office is now in charge of future ground searches. Meanwhile, the Amber Alert for Summer Wells issued by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation remains active. TBI says they've received just under 1,070 tips in the case, but have yet to get a solid lead on where Summer might be. If you have information you think could help locate her, contact TBI. If you see her, call 911 immediately.
All right, that's the set information from WJHL pertaining to the parents attending court. They have an attorney. Nothing is new on the docket pertaining to the said information that we know of or that has been reported by the news. If you have any information pertaining to the whereabouts of Summer, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND. Local authorities. Very, very sick situation pertaining to this child. I don't know what to say. What else can we say? Bad, bad vibes from here. Very, 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 very bad vibes. Thank you all for joining me. God bless all of you. Thank you so much. Well, that's that information. And that's the latest that I have pertaining to the disappearance of Summer Wells and the information I brought to you. This is, as I stated, a 2-part compilation video. The parents attended juvenile court. Nothing new. Nothing's been said. Naturally, juvenile court won't tell us anything. Social workers won't tell us anything. DHS won't tell us anything. And now the Sheriff's Department will be leading the search to Summer Wells. Why now, 6 weeks in, have they made this decision? What has happened? What has jumped off? Because I feel like something's jumped off. And naturally, they're not going to tell us anything but we're on social media so we can speculate since they tell us not to. Well, we're going to speculate about that. Why now are you leading the search? Let's start with that topic first. Thank you all. Hello, Gulf Coast. Thank you for joining me, sweetheart. Because something's very fishy with that. It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. Now, I'm trying to put my finger on why now. Make sure I've got everything. And as I said, check out Duty Ron's video that he uploaded 7 hours ago. Candace Wells' new interview, My Thoughts, Duty Ron. Very interesting commentary by Mr. Duty Ron. And basically, he's giving his personal opinion pertaining to the case. And that these people, these bio donors, have yet to thank EquiSearch. And now, guess what? This is the gist of the story. So I'm going to tell you, karma's an MF. You bitched and moaned about the county. You don't like the county, Mr. Don. And guess what? They're the ones leading the search. Shut your mouth. Wow. You can't make this stuff up if you wanted to. You can't make this stuff up. Thank you all for joining me. All super chats are welcome during the live. Amen. Trying to get my lighting ready. Thank you all for joining me. Okay. $85 viewing. What about the house? What about the house? They know those lives are catching up. Okay. Hello, Air Force, Nancy. All mods on deck. Thank you very kindly for joining me. I think Don was hiding in the shed during the interview. Oh, Lord, come on now. That house looked like a trap house. Hello. What's going on in the city? Make my life a bit bright. Hold on a minute. Turn it down a little bit. Okay. Yes, got my fatigue gear on. Everything I've been buying lately's got army wear. Thank you all so much. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Hi, V. Thank you so much. Yeah, decided to change around, change the scenery a little bit. Thank you, Priscilla. This case has more twists and turns than the Oklahoma tornado. Okay, I have a two-part title. So let's start with title number one. Why is the sheriff department now leading the search for Summer Wells? Drop the comments. You all don't like hitting the link, so I got to now read back what you're saying. Thank you, Nada. The silly thing about it is he's trying to somehow remodel that trashy house, okay? The judge need to pray to Summer to come home and say, why are you apologizing, Francis Dean? What are you apologizing for? Have you not been tuning into what's been going on pertaining to this case, Francis? I mean, seriously, have you actually been following the content uploaded to social media pertaining to these people? It's a dress. It's a slinky dress made of rayon. Thank you so much. May says the county must believe she's still in that area. Okay, we gathered that, May. But what I'm saying is, why are they leading the search? Remember, these are the same people holding meetings last week with the commission, whatever, about the budget, and that they said, no matter what, we're still going to conduct forward pertaining to the baby, but we've got to allocate this and move some money around. So that means you'll have to be paying people to search for her. These other people coming in, they've been doing it out of the kindness of their heart. No money. All right, Jane. Maybe they have more manpower and technology. Who has more manpower and technology, Crystal? All these rumors might have influenced this decision. I think there's a huge amount of evidence against the Wells, and that's why they are taking over this search. The interview felt like the show Hoarders. What interview? Oh, I didn't watch the last one. Sorry. So so what are you saying? The house looks like Monica Lewinsky's house? Please stop. Oh, wow. Come on, y'all. The Wells are not appreciative of any help or law enforcement. I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that comment wholeheartedly, considering they haven't even thanked EquiSearch or the other search group with Tim Coop. They haven't thanked these people. Nothing. So I totally agree. Somebody says it was worse than Monica's house. Wow. Kimberly says it was nasty. Damn. People are tired of them. I'm tired of them. Crystal says they don't want the help because they don't want her found. Okay. Now you're saying Monica's house look more clean. Y'all killing me. Basement look creepy. Was there furniture in the basement? Oh, V said I would have flipped out. Agent K, the sheriff's office is leading the case now because it's no longer a missing persons. It's now considered probably some type of death, and because of that, you no longer need the FBI or TBI. Okay. And agent, are you law enforcement? In my chat, just asking. Junk everywhere. Dog, cats, kittens running around. The house would be cold during winter and hot during summer. Miserable. Interesting. 3 beds and a TV stand. What do you mean 3 beds? Now stop all this foolishness. Somebody feels sorry for the kid. Microwave on the kitchen floor. Summer's bedroom flipped me out. What's wrong with her bed, V? How can they afford to take care of them if they cannot take care of the kids? Well, you know, like people like to say, don't judge, don't do this. Hey, I'm human. Hell, people judge me. Come on with all that nonsense. We judge people is what we do. Doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean that what we think is the truth. But appearances is everything. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people. Want to act like your appearance doesn't matter. It does matter. It does matter because it shows who you are and where your priorities lie. And when you have children, it speaks volumes. Amen. The child lived in a cement dungeon. Damn. Well, how about this? How about I move out the way and let the TV entertain you? Hold on. Keep talking. Keep talking amongst yourselves. Let the queen do some navigating. I'm still here. Thank you all for joining me. Oh, man, it's crazy. Which one is it? Is it part 2 or part 3? I think 11. Which one is it? Part 2 or part 3? I'm on part 2. I don't see anything. This is talking. Oh, Lord Jesus. Distracted. Can we get 10 more thumbs up? Yeah. Well, got 121 viewing. I don't see what you're talking about. All I see him showing the tobacco store. That's why I don't like doing this shit. This shit started nauseating me. Because really, the videos, it doesn't even matter at this point what the house looks like. I'm just going to keep it real. Is it going to make a difference? Yes, man. I'm being hateful right now because I don't have time for this. I don't see anything. Showing the store, the road. Oh, God, not one, part 3. Yeah, because I don't see anything. I'm already 55 minutes in. He's driving up the road. Part 2, inside the home. Well, all I'm at, part 2, the day Summer Wells disappeared, the interview room with Chris McDonough. So I don't see anything. It's not showing. Inside Summer Wells' home. Well, I just see him at the drive, the end of the drive. This is weird. I don't see it. I'm getting bored. Okay. I don't see. Everything here is just him talking. Well, I don't know where you, I don't know. Let me see. Let me look at the videos department. Okay, so I have to go look at the videos because this wasn't coming up in the queue. Hold on. All right. Okay, you guys, thank you. What's wrong? This is not cool. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Oh, only in America. That doesn't want to come up. That's it. Get on with it. Jesus Christ. It's chitter chatter. Hold on. Okay. Let's go turn the overhead light on. Hold on, you guys. Gotta move this camera closer. I'll just watch it with you because I'll let you see if I'll get a better view. Oh, Lordy. Can you see the TV? No volume. Oh, boy. Well, I wish he'd pan the camera down because it looks like a drop off. Lord have mercy. Okay.
You know, I have much more respect for what you're telling me by standing here, and I got my little camera here, so like I'm looking at this terrain, and I'm going, holy cow, she could have even. There's a million possibilities here down there, and there's the road down there. Okay. And this right here.
Usually you can see the road because they have went through here and mowed.
Okay.
And took down a bunch of stuff away from the power line.
Okay.
But usually it's full up, you can't even see the road.
That day though, how was it? Was it full up or
And
was it like?
actually, that day and a few days prior to that, they were working on this.
Okay.
So
And
I even come to a conclusion maybe one of them people.
oh, interesting.
Because they were all the way up here.
Yeah, I see those, the path down there. I see the tracks down there.
Yep.
Over there.
And they were all the way up here to my light pole.
Okay. And you told TBI all this,
I
right?
told PBI, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And yeah, I can see the cars going by. That is not far from your property.
Mm-mm.
Is there a holler down there? I mean, is there a river of some sort?
The creek runs all the way around the property.
And how deep is the creek? Okay, just so it's like an inch, inch or two. Okay,
You'd be lucky to get wet enough to do anything.
okay. All right, so let's pick it up from where, and I'm gonna just use this little one, is that okay? Okay, so from where, when you got home, now she's
My
leaning,
mom's truck parks here.
okay, your mom's truck's right here. Okay, so when she's leaning against the milk, is she sleeping?
She was sleeping, yes.
Okay, from exhaustion from that day?
Yes, she was. Where I woke her up early and she was asleep till 9, 10, even 12 o'clock by later.
Okay, how did the milk bottles get rearranged? Hunter said he had them on the floor and then he put them next to him.
They went
Is that
no.
Okay, so walk me through that.
When we dropped them off, they were actually still on his lap.
Okay,
And he put them on the other side of the stomach.
okay, so he reached over?
Yeah, he set them over there by that. With the black tote she had in there.
Okay, was there, where's that tote at?
I think actually my mom's got it still in her truck. It's got a bunch of cracks and stuff in it.
Okay, got it. And now from, when you pulled up, did she just fall asleep next to that?
She fell asleep, I'd say maybe 5 minutes under there.
Okay, got it. And then, so walk me through, you get home, you take the groceries inside, it's down home, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I parked the truck and I opened both doors really hard with this lawnmower, I guess. But I opened the doors up and I shook her and I said, what's up? We're at home. She jumped right up.
Okay.
Like nothing. I unbuckled her and I said, come on. I said, Mom, we'll be right back. Went in there and got the boys and they were sitting right at the table. And I said, come on, let's get the groceries out. And we brought them all in the house, went through the house, did all that.
And this is that's her swing. Come show me her swing. Why is this, and who's this?
It's nothing good. That's my boy's cat.
And how many dogs do you have here on the property? About?
Honestly, I don't know because people just keep dropping them off.
Hi. I know. Okay. Sorry. So this is her swing.
That's what's fun.
This is her playground. And she loved this area. Boy, I'm looking at this and this terrain, Candace, just strikes me as being so dense and just, is that what they say, the dog trail? Where's this dog trail thing that
I'm not sure, honestly.
there's so many of them?
The dogs go in every different.
Yeah, I saw the dogs came out of the woods as we were pulling up.
Yeah,
Okay,
they do that all the time.
okay,
That trail right there, my boys, they ride those dirt bikes that are rated against the truck over there.
okay,
You can see there's one of them.
okay.
And then
Well, those are like 50 cc's, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that one, I think only like 25 feet.
Okay.
But yeah, they go down that trail with their dirt bikes and they come back up on the road, up on the driveway and go around and stuff.
What was it about this swing that is just so important for her?
I just like it. I just like the swing. All the kids do.
I don't want to talk about the boys right now because I know that's, a tough another part of your heart, okay? And that's none of my business. I'm not here for any, you know what I mean? I'm not here to judge anybody, right? I'm here to talk about summer and help you find Summer, okay? And help anybody help find her, okay? That messaging. Okay, so you go into the house.
Go in the house.
Can I follow you in, or you comfortable with that? Huh?
I don't know what about this. It's gonna cat food.
And is this they're gonna attack me?
No.
Oh, I was just, I'm teasing. The dog's gonna attack me. So this is the scaffolding you're talking about.
Yeah, that's my.
Okay, so she comes up, jumps up, and goes right in.
Yeah.
Okay, how many cats? You know what? You should have like a zoo license. Yes, I'm seeing all kinds of critters, which is good. Okay, where's Summer's bed?
Oh, it's in the basement.
Got it. Okay. So what happens when she comes in? The boys are playing where?
No, the boys are actually sitting here,
Okay.
and they're actually sitting right here at the table watching TV.
Okay, so they're at the table
Yeah,
watching TV.
They're
Okay.
all locked in, nobody can get in, nobody can get out.
Okay. Now who's this on up here?
That's my little sister that's missing.
Oh, that's Rose.
That's Liz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And who's the guy?
That's her ex-husband.
Wow. Do you think he had anything to do with that?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to go there.
Can't say
How's your mom deal with that?
it's difficult.
Yeah, I know. You know, I know, right? So, okay, watching TV, where's Summer?
Someone, she was with me.
Okay, so walk me through that.
Alright, well, we walked up in here and we got Josie, Ryan, my own boy.
Right, you put the groceries down, right?
Yeah, well, we went back out and then we brought the first and put them down. And then mom, she went took her stuff to her house, put her stuff away.
Okay,
And then of course me and son went back over, put our stuff away.
okay. You went back in.
Yeah, me and son went back in the house. And then we were just doing normal stuff.
Okay.
On the house like we normally do. And I come out, mom was sitting there, I come out and I'm standing here. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you standing there? She's like, Clarence, I gotta get on track. I was like, well, someone will help us, so I went back in. By that time, she was sitting on the floor by herself.
Right here?
No, in the kitchen where we were just at.
Okay,
She was actually sitting on the floor by the toilet at the time. I said, someone want to help find fire, and she jumped up, left the toilet in us. That's cool.
yeah, well, that's what kids do. It's their job, right?
Yeah. And transported these taxes from the little pot that they were in. We transported these ones here into this bigger pot and that one and that bigger pot. And then she took the rocks that we found from different gem mines when we went up to Gatlinburg and stuff.
Okay,
And she's the one that spread all the rock around in here. And then she put her puppies in and she wanted to chase them, you know.
okay.
That was cool.
Where are those puppies now?
We-
Oh, the little puppies, the rumors. Oh, yeah, those little guys. Oh, that's, Paw Patrol.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the police one.
Yep, that's Tracy, that was on the case.
Okay. Okay.
And we went
Oh, I
up-
see another one over here.
She put them in there. Yep, you're on campus.
Okay, don't take those out, okay?
No, I leave them right
I
there.
know.
Then we went in my mom's room, we can't get in there.
Yeah, that's fine. We're in
We
there,
went in there and got some candy, of course, she gets some animal.
okay?
Then I said, well, I'm gonna go back over to the house. She wanted to go back, so I said I'd go back, you know.
Okay,
And I got her, I literally walked over to here. Like literally walked right to here where I could see the boys and now the kitchen table.
got him.
And I watched her walk in there, and afterwards, she was already in there. I walked over and said, quiet. And he looked at me and said, watch this, I'll be right back. And that's when I walked back over to my mom,
Okay,
and I was fixing her breast and stuff like that. And I said, well, Mom, I gotta go back over to the kids. And that's when I come back up into the house
okay,
with the boys.
okay. You walked into the house.
I walked into here. Yeah. I walked in here and them three were sitting right here in front with their eyes glued to the TV. And I said, boys, where's your sister at? Well, she was going to sit on the plate. So I went over there and I did. This is where those stairs are.
Okay.
It's actually down under there.
Oh, down into her
Down in
bedroom.
our bedroom, and then hers is on the other side.
Oh, okay, in the basement.
Yeah, in the basement.
Well, this makes sense now, see?
And then I yelled, I said, Summer, Summer. And she didn't, and I listened for a minute, I didn't hear nothing. So I went like this, but this time I would be down here.
Yeah.
And I would be, no.
Do I gotta be, tiny to get in there?
No, you can use.
Can we come in from the other side?
Oh, we can, but it makes more sense to you like this,
Okay, I'll follow you. Oh, man. Good morning,
right?
girl.
My 6 foot husband is down here.
Huh?
My 6 foot husband is 6 foot, I don't think he could pay you back.
This? Oh, my gosh. Where you go?
This is my husband's room.
Okay,
And over here, well, I'm not gonna.
that's all right.
But this is where Summer and Little Waylon was, because Waylon's only 9,
Okay,
and they stay down here. And these are all her toys, all her father's toys.
all her movies. She got a movie about the
The
sailor.
boys that brought back down here after she went missing because I didn't want them upstairs by themselves.
And this is all her toys.
You know, all her toys, all these toys that are down here are staying all over, except for like the trunks and the teenage and the game system. That's the boys.
Okay,
But then all her toys.
and she's really into Paw Patrol, I see that.
Yeah, I've been collecting from day one. These are all her little ponies that I've gotten. And then these are them girls that she likes. Them new fashion, I don't know what they are, little princesses or whatever. She's like all kinds of, here's one of them bracelets.
Oh, that's just, one of them what do they call these? Oh, this is little pony bracelets.
Yeah, I don't know what they were really called, but she liked them, so I just, every time I go to the gun store, I buy her what she wanted.
Okay.
You know, when I got a little bit of money, I spend it on the kids.
Yeah, this is her, this is, I understand her now
Yeah.
even better. Thank you.
You know,
This is really important.
when you gotta come down in our search, I look up underneath the beds under there, we can't, you know, I
Yeah, yeah,
so I look under there, look at her, every blanket I possibly look under.
yeah.
And then I come over here, and I look on one side of the other work. And I don't remember, I don't recall if this was locked or not. I don't recall that.
Okay.
But I know, but I know I did come out here and said, Summer, because sometimes she'll sit right here and just sit there and play, just for, you know. And usually when she comes out and she goes directly that way up to the swing.
Okay, so this is like her,
Yeah,
where she come running out. Oh, yeah, you can see the path here.
Right to the swing.
Right, you can see where she could have run right
Right,
up to
and this
here.
is over where she would go, she wouldn't leave,
Okay,
she wouldn't go nowhere else.
I want to go around this side. What is this blue thing here?
Oh, that was, we were putting, trash in it,
Okay,
and we did have a trash can at the time, but he stopped running.
oh, wow.
I don't want this.
Okay, I'm gonna film around this side. Now, walk me through, what's this little,
Oh, that right there?
little cave thing there?
That's not really safe. Actually, we built this position, me and Bonnie and the kid,
Oh, okay,
and we left this part open because the dog, at the time, we did have little puppies, these like were little puppies, and we let them go under there, they would run in and out of the fence over there. There's actually 7 pupped up under there now,
okay.
and it's always been open like that. Well, you can see after you baby, you can see on that one, dog.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right?
That's what they did.
And they're kind of a Jack Russell. They got a little Jack Russell.
Yeah, actually, the gentleman that we over there in the other two across the creek actually has the mama to that dog there.
Mhm. Now, what's this little shed over here?
Oh, that one there?
Yeah,
That's what Donna keeps all his kids.
got it. Hey, can I go up? No,
Go look, but it's not.
no. Okay, no, it's a, okay, that's fine. Yeah, no worries. I don't want to get in.
I don't want to get hurt.
Well, and you know, I don't want other people to.
I don't want my kids in there either.
Yeah, no problem. I totally respect that. It's not an issue, but I think this is interesting because this is, you can really clearly see where she runs on this path down here.
It's not pretty, it's not.
Huh?
I said it's not the most beautiful house in the world.
You know what? It's a house. You know what? You know, God forbid, you know, anybody judge you for having a bad house. You know, I mean, it is what it is. At least you're putting food on the table
Oh,
and
you see the food?
trying to do your best. I saw. And then this is over here. That's where you do your fire for the kids. Is that an old generator?
Yeah.
Does it work? No, did it at some point?
It worked like over 14, 15 years ago, ready for hours here.
Old school bus, you can turn that into a camper?
That was my mom's plan. I literally actually rode that bus when I was a kid.
Whenever I see a school bus, I always ask that question.
I did.
Okay, tell me about it.
Me and my mom and Summer and the two boys, Josie, not Josie, you don't know it, Wyatt and Waylon, rode up to north to get that from my mom's friend's house. And I drove with her and she drove the school bus back.
That's awesome. This is rough terrain. Let's go look at the, tell me about this area over here.
This is pretty much scrap metal, really.
And you trade the scrap metal in for cash? Sometimes, no?
It just sits there.
This is mom's trailer right here? Okay. And these are the flowers with her little buddies. I'm gonna get a good picture of that. Her Paw Patrol. This is so sweet. These are Summer's little toys there. There's one there. Then there's this guy right here. Then this is Casey on the case.
Chase.
Okay. I love it.
Got Chase on the case and you got Rubble on the double.
And you have, obviously, somebody made you a cool shirt. I want to show everybody that shirt again. That Mom on Patrol for Summer. Wow. And this is that road down behind the property. Back there you can see. So, Miss Candace, while I'm out here, is there anything that you feel is important that you'd want to tell the world that I haven't asked you that you want to let them know?
Not really, just up to everybody that's looking for it, that we can find her grand home safely.
Okay.
She was very precious to me.
And the authorities are working hard on this.
I understand that.
Okay. And, you know, we're going to let them do their job,
Yes, sir.
right?
That's right.
And you're cooperating, obviously.
Yep. 100%.
Okay. And now there is a rumor about these polygraph tests. Clear that out.
All right, the first one that I took, and I didn't really take it because they kind of threw me in the back of the squad car, so I was really upset. You know, just all the I was crying my eyes out.
Okay.
And so when I got up there to the courthouse, we tried to do it, but I couldn't do it.
Okay.
So we waited a few days, and then I went back and I did it, and I passed it.
Okay.
So that was that.
Okay. And then what about the rumors of this relationship situation with Hunter?
You crazy?
I'm
I got a husband and 4 kids
Okay.
that I love to death.
okay. Okay.
To me, Hunter was another one of my kids.
Okay.
That's how I felt about any kid.
Now, when I was on the phone with you yesterday briefly, you said you got the story out of order.
Yeah.
Okay, but it sounded like he was kind of telling the truth there.
He was kind of telling the truth, but the way he was telling where we went and how we did it was all twisted up.
What's different that you want to clear up?
Well, because when we left from the emergency room, we went straight to the smoke shop, and that's when I got the cigarettes and stuff like that there. And then we stopped at the hippie house, and I got those cheap vapes because they're cheap there. And then we went and put my mom's prescription in, and then we went to Warriors. And then we come back to Walgreens, got mom's prescription, went to Sonic, then to Prices, then to his house.
Okay,
And that's
the order. Okay, so he had it different in from what you remember.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
right.
That's what I remember.
Okay, because you're driving. Yeah, you're driving.
I knew where I was going.
Okay, and what about? He said that he asked you for the tea and that you gave him a tea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just.
He asked me for a Mountain Dew.
Okay.
I got him a Mountain Dew.
Okay, where did the orange crush come from on the seat with Summer?
That was my mom. She was drinking that and ended up finding
Oh, and what about the candy on the seat?
that. Oh, that candy's been
Okay, okay. And what about the pillow?
the pillow. What pillow?
Oh, she's sitting on a pillow.
Sure. Oh, mom gets mad because the kids getting their wet baby tube stuff. So I just put pillow on anything so mom wasn't complaining.
Got it. Okay, okay. Good. So there is a time frame here between this trailer and that house within, you said 2 to 10 minutes, maybe
No, 2 to 5.
2 to 5. And then she goes in and now she's gone. What do you think happened? Where would a suspect have been, in your opinion, in this? Yeah, in this area.
They could have been sitting anywhere. They could have been sitting over here off the little edge right here, or where the bus is, that little bushy area right there. They could have been sitting
Right out here.
Yeah, and
Okay, come show me. That's okay.
And I just recently found out that there was like, this outlet
Okay.
that went like literally 8 minutes from my house. He can literally walk from his house into my house
Okay.
in 8 minutes.
Okay.
And like that bushy area right there, you can't really tell if anybody's crouched down there or anything.
What do the authorities think?
I don't know what they think. I really don't.
Okay. I love this swing. This is summer.
Okay, everybody. Hold on. We'll take the volume down. Sorry about that. Maneuvering. Sorry about that. My little stand kind of tucked down. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Thank you all for holding on with me. 165. I got to get my bearings first before I run my commentary. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about my stand. She's got a little wobbly there. I'll take these off so I can think. It sounds crazy saying that. Sorry about that. I want to get you all get a view of the baby. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to Everyday Shenanigans. I hope you all could have seen that TV well, because the volume is better than trying to play it off another device. Hey, y'all, thanks for joining me. I'm trying to see how I'm going to say this. Before I say anything about the house, the property, I'm going to say I wanted to see the drop off, which is by the cars and the trailer, because I wanted to see how deep it was as far as like if a person ran off, rolled over, and it didn't look really deep, but nonetheless, still you're talking about smaller children. But it's still a drop off. It may not be steep, like 20 feet, 10 feet down. So that's what I wanted to see as far as somebody, how far it would be if a child fell over. The bottom door, the basement door. She said she doesn't remember if she locked it. I have, thank you. So that means that leaves it open that somebody could have walked in and got the child. But see, where I have a problem with that is this. Let's say everybody's in the house. 2 windows are facing the swing. So if she was at the swing, you had a bullseye view of her with 2 windows facing the swing. If she happened to went out and was near the swing. Now, let's say she's still in the house and down in the basement and the door's unlocked. And that means somebody lied in wait and knew of the child. Let's say that. The problem with that is this. Whether they came up through the woods, up the drive, by foot, not by car, but by foot, if the grandmother was sitting outside, wouldn't she see the person coming up if she sat outside? Because allegedly all this happened in just a couple of minutes. 2 to 5 minutes, food with the grandmother and the brace. So then that means nobody could have came up and got her. Stay woke. You understand what I'm saying? No one could have came up and no one could have walked up the drive, came through the woods, because if you're doing a 2 to 5 minute window, then that means you were at the trailer fooling with your mother outside with the brace. Nobody could have walked up without you seeing them come either through the woods or up the drive. Be by foot, bicycle, or car. Car, you're going to hear them because you're already outside fooling with the brace. So then you see them coming. You hear them coming because you have a bullseye view if you're outside at the trailer. So that means nobody could have come up because you're already outside. Then you showed me the outside, which is, once again, rough terrain, horrible conditions for any child, children, and an adult. I wouldn't have had a dog there. You all should have never done this. Should have never done this. Should have never done this. Because now people are looking at you trying to figure out, what the fuck did we just watch? The property is horrible. Too much stuff on there. Broke down vehicles, buses, trucks, metal, broken concrete, barrels, this and that, generators. Are you serious? And you're going to still say, don't judge these people? What the hell are you saying? Stop with the bullshit. Just stop. This is horrendous living. And when he went in, the scaffold to walk in the house, what are we talking about? This is horrible. Makes me sick to think anybody stayed there. Not just with children, anybody. Hazardous, yes. The property, hazardous. All the materials that's on it, hazardous for children. Because children like to venture and mess and mingle and get in stuff. It's an accident waiting to happen. But you did. Scaffold to walk in the door. And the rooms where they were made, the way they were made, an open room where anybody could just walk in the house to see your kids' beds. Then to the right is the kitchen area, clutter. And I'm assuming beyond that is perhaps their living quarters. I don't know. But when they went, yes, fire hazard, cords running everywhere, extension cords, surges, all that, cords in the ceiling, It's a fire hazard. It's everything that's wrong with the world. Everything that's wrong with the world is on that hill. And when they walked through that kitchen, my heart was beating because I said, where the hell is this getting ready to go to? Where the hell is she getting ready to take him? Because I saw the circumference and I said to myself, it ain't no wiggle room, so where is she getting ready to go? Man, miss me with this. What perpetrator came in there now and took your child? He had to maneuver to get in the hole to get to the basement. The only way somebody took her would have been from the basement door, if I'm to even believe that narrative. Her husband's 6 feet tall. Oh, I know you can get down here because he's 6 feet tall. Come again? That's Don's crazy ass to maneuver in a hole to go downstairs. I wouldn't be 5 feet tall trying to maneuver to go down in that basement. Do you understand what I'm saying? The children's room downstairs, horrible. No way that should be a child's place to reside or play, a playroom, bedroom, whatever you want to call it. I'm not even about to put a label on it. I'm not even about to go there. This house is cold. It's stark. It's horrific. And DHS has a multitude of reasons why they needed to take those kids. Those kids should have been gone. So now I have to ask myself, church people, where have you been? Have you all never gone to the Wells house? Have you never picked up their children? Have you never been inside that house? Damn, man. Nobody came in that house. No way in hell. Nobody came in that house and took that child out. So Candace Bly, your only narrative now is to say that you forgot to lock the door and somebody lied and wait on the property and were already there. But you still can't explain how they got past you and grandma to go to the back door to retrieve her out of there. Homegirl, you got a problem. You should have never opened your mouth. You and Don should have only given a said interview to the news, and you should have got your shit tight. Yeah, I'm gonna say that live. You fucked up. You see, the thing about telling a story is that you gotta make it make sense. And none of this makes any sense. You see, you've already put yourself outside the house for 2 to 5 minutes. So that means the perpetrator didn't walk by you or your mother. So then the next narrative will have to be, he was already in the basement, waiting for Summer to come down the stairs. And that means you left the door unlocked before you left the house. So the perpetrator was in your house while you were gone. And I got a feeling that's where you're gonna have to take this lie now. Because you know we've seen the house and we're deducting every narrative. Yes, make it make sense. Nobody came in that house. Nobody went down the basement. When I thought of basement stairs, I thought of normal stairs. I didn't really know what to think. I'm just thinking of a basement. Somebody walked in a house, walked down a basement, if I'm to believe that. But once I saw how you had to get down there, this house it's not even a house. This is not a house. It's not a house, it's not a home. It's a structure. That's all it is. And it's not befitting for anybody breathing. Because in the end, it's a structure waiting to burn the fuck down. You are waiting for your house to blow up with all those cords running from the ceiling, cords running everywhere, electricity on, your kids playing games and stuff all day. That stuff will burn out because devices get hot. Phones get hot. You talk on it all damn day, it's going to get hot. You got to run lights so you can see. I ain't never seen nothing like this. They ain't had no business with you. Those kids had no business with you too. And these tears, I saw you welling up, Candace. I saw you welling up. Your conscience is eating you alive. Just tell the truth. Tell the authorities what you did with that baby. Where's your teeth? You see, Mr. Chris was talking about meth, eating out a person's teeth. Well, I got a little view of that. You don't have any. And why wouldn't a 39-year-old woman have teeth in her mouth? Because if I'm to believe your mother got some type of aid raising you and your sisters, sister, whomever, then she had access to taking you out to the dentist. So that means your teeth would have had to start decaying after the age of 18 or 21. So that means you either didn't go to the dentist as a child, as a young adult, or it's from drugs, and you don't have your teeth. No, seriously, this is serious. I talk junk sometimes, and I poke fun, but this is serious. This is out of control. This is out of control. You have sealed your fate. When are you going to realize you have handed yourself to authorities on a silver platter? With the help of your so-called friend and her son. Recovering meth addict, perhaps. State custody, yes. Prayers for the boys, yes. Prayers for Summer, yes. I'm curious to know how many people think the story is real. I don't know, Crystal. It went on too long enough they're making a mockery of the state's money, looking for that baby when they know where she is, yes. That's why I said I've had enough of the BS, because they know where she is. And those tears, it's just tears for her realizing that she's done. That's my take right now. That she's complicit in the disappearance of Summer Wells. And her crying and welling up at the swimming hole, and now with Mr. Chris again, that's tears of I'm caught. My leg is in a trap and I can't get out because I did this to my child and they know I did this to my child and I'm caught. I wonder what do the church people have to say now after you now get a bullseye view of the property and the inside of Candace Wells and Don Wells' home. What do you all have to say now? And it's no judgment because you all didn't have a dog in the race. But what I will say is, have any of you ever been to the Wells house on the property and or inside? Because am I to believe they only took the children to church? You all saw them there or said functions, but you never went to that house. Because Lord have mercy, had you been there and you never said anything. I didn't see that. I didn't see it, Robin. I don't know what you're saying, baby. Okay, they had a visual, okay. I don't see how they could see her in the same light after seeing this commentary. There's no way after seeing and hearing all the things that's been said by H, his mother, the conflicting interviews and commentary, now this damn house. Man, come on. This is bad. Looked like they took too long with the reports. See, that's the thing. We don't even know when CPS got involved. What was playing on the TV? What was it? People are feeling more sorry for Candace after Chris's interviews. Sorry for what? Why would you be feeling sorry for her? I feel sorry for the children. That's who I feel sorry for. Carol, what are you talking about? What was playing on the TV? What was on the TV playing? I was trying to see. What was it? Yes, their appearances is horrible. Carol, what was on the TV? I don't know. Well, what was it? Just say it. Porn. What she said, that was Don's room. I didn't see it because I was sitting over to the side. I was really not trying to pay attention. Somebody says they thought a TV had a cartoon. I don't know. I can't get it. Well, I wonder what somebody has to say now that's didn't want to divulge and gossip and this and that and the facts. Well, guess what, homegirl? You got facts now. You've been talking to Don. What you think of that house now? Yeah, I'm crunk now. What you think about that house? What you think about the living conditions of the house? Since you aid these folks and they're your friends for your likes and views. What you think of the house now? What you think of Don and Candace now? Somebody's mammy and daddy been raising those kids in that. But you just want to stick to the facts. Well, that's the facts you saw tonight. How they been living. Now go run tell that. And stack your chips from your likes and your views. Silly ass helper. the sick part, besides the child being missing, besides knowing she and her brother live like that, the animals living like that, is that somebody thinks this was a joke. Telling me and the rest of us civilians how the hell we should think. I'm grown. Let me explain something to anybody. I fought tooth and nail to get 18, baby. And when I turned 18, I walked the damn too, which means I can think for myself. Walk the walk I want to walk and pay the consequences for my decisions. So therefore, nobody tells the queen how the hell she should think about any damn thing. Hold on a second. One second. I need a break. My mind ain't right. And I'm about ready to go the hell off. Thank you for joining us. Everyday Shenanigans. Oh, man, this is crazy. Utter nonsense. Everybody knows this. You want to donate to this channel, $ Big Angie, 129 Cash App. Thank you so much. This is unbelievable. I just one moment, please. Thank you all for joining me. Lord have mercy. Kids didn't have a chance. A damn chance in the world. How in the world could anybody function living like that? But as I state, you only know the hand that's been dealt to you. And that's just the way life is. You have no control over how you're raised, what you're subjected to. If you have a comment pertaining to my topic, which is the parents going to court on Monday, juvenile court, and the search now being exacted by Hawkins County, and this video that I just gave you a glimpse of, and most of you probably already seen, please hit the link. Thank you, Carol Johnson. Amen. Thank you. 187 viewing. Thank you so much for your support. Lord have mercy. Don't judge. Don't judge. Yeah, all right. I'm going to take somebody in the Hell's Kitchen and tell them don't judge nobody. What kind of damn sense does that make? Hit the link if you want to give your commentary pertaining to the subject at hand. The parents losing their custody of the children, going to court on Monday, and now the search is going to be exacted by Hawkins County. Why now all of a sudden will they be the only ones conducting the search? Will EquiSearch be able to participate, and the other groups, will they be able to participate? Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to the said information. And now you have commentary pertaining to the house. Why would she agree to do this interview with Chris? Why would you agree to let this man come on your property, knowing your property is unkempt, your house is unkempt? Well, there's some people say those things don't matter. Yeah, okay. Yes, she has no need to dodge them anymore. It's a wrap now. Of course, shock value. You can't tell somebody not to judge and you would put something up for shock value. Stay woke. You all hit the link. Just hit the link. Hour 27 minutes. Well, we're all entitled to our opinion. As people love to tell me. Well, the pictures that have been uploaded to social media showed you how the children looked before we had got wind of all this he said, she said. But that doesn't matter. What doesn't matter now? Goofy ass people. Sounds stupid. Yes, the Confederate flag. Shut your mouth. Hell, should have hung it outside. Sandra Lee, it would take weeks to clean the property because you'd have to have somebody to move all that stuff onto a dump truck or one of those metal tins that you drop off and you just fill it up and they haul it off. It'd be weeks to clear all that stuff off. Weeks to clean the house out. You'd have to have help. You have to have willing participants to help. I'm trying to figure out how they got the beds. Well, naturally, they must have took everything down from the bottom door, the basement door, and took all the TVs and beds in through there. No way you would even maneuver trying to take a bed through that small space she crawled down in. I don't even know the point of the house. I don't even know why it's there. And yes, I'm judging because it makes no logical sense. There's tons of places you can live. There's tons of places out here that has trailers. You can buy a trailer and put it on. You can buy a double wide, a triple wide. All the extra stuff that's what I call collateral damage on the property. You took that there. You brought that there. You want me to believe all that was there before? I don't believe that. I don't know, Gene. I don't know. I don't know anything about these people. I don't know anything. I want you to hit the link is what I want you all to do, or I'm off of here. I'm already irritated. This is preposterous. Absolutely preposterous. That's why I said I didn't want to keep hearing anything they had to say. And now watching this uploaded content, this is utter buffoonery. It's disgusting and it's vile. To know that any human being lived on this property, animals on this property. No way in hell I would even invite anybody over. let alone sleep there or raise my children there. Well, I see what type of night this is about to be. Hello.
Hi. I just finished watching the interview room with you, but I viewed the interview previously. And I feel so sorry. I feel awful for the children. I just feel Candace and Don, there's
Hold
other
on a minute.
things
Hold on
going.
a minute. What do
Yeah.
I mean, hit the link? I have a link in the chat where you can hit it and come up on the panel to give your opinion. That's what the hit the link means. That's what it's for. And so you can give me your opinion instead of chatting in the chat. I don't want to read comments all night. And I've told you all that. It defeats the purpose of the link. It defeats the purpose of me paying for it. Don't get me crunk. Hey, you know what? I got a surprise. You know what, baby? Say what you got to say. I'm sick of this shit.
I feel really bad for the children. I do believe they have been abused, and I think that Don and Candace, I think a lot's going on that Candace just isn't willing to talk about. I mean, to be honest with you, I thought Summer when she went from uh, when Candace said that her and her mother were planting the flowers, I thought it was a considerable amount of distance. What Candace is, kind of relaying how the Vince played out. It just, I don't know. I just don't trust Candace at all. Miss Bly is being deceptive, and I hope the truth comes out real soon so they can find this little girl, Summer, because this is awful. It's deplorable. She looks like a hoarder, and well, she's a hoarder, and I don't know why her and her husband and then the children would all be sleeping in the same room. I mean, it's unreal. I don't know. It's just unreal. Um, so hopefully, you know, as the events unfold, the children have now been taken out of the home. So hopefully, more will be discovered. But I feel sorry. I really feel sorry for the children because they are they participate in church very regularly, and I can't believe the church would allow these children to be in this deplorable
Well,
living situation.
perhaps like I said, Robertsville is not around the corner from Kingsport. It's 35-minute drive or more, depending on how far back in that holler they live.
It's 22 minutes.
Sweetheart, listen to what I'm saying to you.
Yes.
You got to count where the church is in Kingsport versus where they live. You calculate from the church exactly to their address.
Yes, the interview room, he actually drove from their home to the church, and he said it's 22 minutes.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with somebody actually going to their house. You don't know if they invite people to their house. We don't know if they ever invited anybody to their house.
Okay, so you're telling me that when Robin is saying as often as Summer would
yes, that's what I'm saying, because just because people go to church and sit up under people in church, it does not mean that they have fraternized in their home. You know exactly what I mean.
I do know,
and I'm not being rude, but you get what I'm saying. We don't have no proof that nobody ever went in their house.
I'm not saying they have to go inside their home. They could actually help clean up just around their home. What
No, no, no,
about?
no. What I'm saying is, period. Like to the
Yeah,
property.
yeah. Okay, got it.
Like
Got it.
anything. They may have never been out there to Rogersville. See, we don't have any proof of nothing because nobody's ever said, "Oh yeah, by the way, I've been out there."
Yeah.
That's all
true.
I'm saying. We don't have proof
Yeah,
of nothing.
you're right. You're
These
right.
people, we don't know anything. And I bet you right now, you think somebody's getting ready to admit they've been out there knowingly, knowing the kids live like that? Think about that now.
Yeah, that's true. No, they wouldn't. I do believe that someone from the church, as long as they've been attending that church, but they won't admit it. They probably would not admit it, considering the deplorable state that those children are living in. You're right. No.
There is an alley. Let me turn my camera back on. I want to say something to your big ass. You got me pissed off. You see, we didn't know what that house looked like outside. Let me make
No.
that clear. We didn't know what the inside looked like. But Allie, you done brought your big ass over here to YouTube, running that damn mouth, talking. You are pitiful too.
Yeah.
Because you saw how them kids was living. And the fact, you and Candy going back and forth with this tit for tat, lying and making up stuff about that man and what was really going on. Candy telling that mess to that man in that damn interview at that swimming hole. You stayed your big butt up in that house with them living like that. Well, where were your kids at?
Yeah.
Y'all better listen. That's why I told y'all, listen to what people are saying. You gotta listen. You told on your own self, goofy chick.
Mm-hmm.
You was staying up in there with them like that. Where were your children at? If we'd have believed Candace Bly's version, you stayed up in there, had relations with the man up in there. Where were your children at? And where the hell was Candace and her children at? Why y'all was slumbering, you and homeboy? Because from what we seeing, ain't a whole lot of room.
Mm-mm.
And you sitting up there on that damn porch, swelter.
Mm-hmm.
You next.
And if Allison and Candace, if they don't get along, why I wouldn't want my child being around someone that I don't get along with.
Thank you. First of all, I ain't getting ready to hang with no chick living like that. That's off the grid.
Yeah.
You ain't no friend of mine living like that.
Right. Yeah, they don't get along. So it's like I wouldn't want my child around her.
Natalie,
Hi,
hi, where you
Oh.
calling from?
Chicago.
Well, my home. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. I totally agree with what you just said about
Well,
Allie.
hold on one second. Let Black Angel finish what she's saying, and I'll let you speak, ma'am. Okay?
Okay.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Are you done, Black? Okay, baby.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right with you on Allie. Like, I don't trust her. I think that she's lying about seeing Summer sleeping in the truck. I thought she was lying from the very first interview she did on that one girl station. I'm not sure what that lady's name was, but she did an interview with her and the other friend of hers, and I don't trust her either. I do not trust that lady, and I do not trust that kid Hunter. I don't.
Okay. Well, tell me why you don't. Let's go down the line. Why you don't trust Allie?
Because why was she so okay? First of all, she's got the biggest. She's gonna protect her son. She's gonna protect her son 1,000%.
That's what a lot of people are saying. I've heard a lot of people say that. You know, she will do what she needs to do to protect her son.
She has the most to lose. And then, okay, a really big source of contention for me is that she was friends with Candace all this time. She stayed, instead of staying in her own home, which is apparently not hoarded, she went and stayed with her children at Candace's house, and we just saw Candace's house. Why would you go stay
that's
there?
what I'm trying to say. That's what I need. I need a timeline of when, if this is true what Candy said to Chris at the swimming hole, when did she stay there with that guy and why and how long?
Okay,
Why?
she stayed there.
How long?
She talked about it in that very first interview. I can't remember what, I think it's called Unmasked is the channel, but she said she left the part out that she was staying at Candace's house when the 14 people came from New York. It was her baby daddy.
The 14, what are you saying?
Okay, Allison said that Hunter's dad and 13 other people came to Tennessee and they were planning to relocate here, but there was nowhere for them to stay. So Candace let them stay at her place because Don was in Utah. So
and that was back, that was what, fall of
so yeah, we know Don got home and old boy was in his house, and that's when he went apeshit and got arrested. That was October. So it had to be before then, like August, September, October, somewhere in there, that she was staying at Candace's house with her while Don was in Utah with the oldest son.
Okay. That's when they, do you think they had fallen out? They said something about him selling, they were trying to sell a house, but he saw how expensive it was out there. So I'm still wondering if that's even the truth.
So that's probably not the truth, but that's where I'm coming from, is that, okay, she was friends with Candace. She ignored the hoarding, stayed on that disgusting property. And then the only reason that she decided not to be her friend anymore was because she thought Candace was shacking up with Jose. Not because she thinks she abuses her children or that she's not taking care of her home or she's just not an upstanding citizen, all because of a dude. So that in a girls' club, that tells me right now who she is. So I don't care. That's why I might be a fool for lesser things, but I don't think that Candace hurt that kid. I think maybe she knows what happened. Like, I think she's telling the truth all the way up to the part where she goes, then I went downstairs to call her and she was gone. Like, it's like everything she says before that in the interview with Chris and other things we've seen, I do believe her. But then she says the part about her being gone, and I'm like, no, you skipped some shit, bitch, because she's just clearly lying at that point.
Well, the thing you got to remember is, like I said, she's given a 2 to 5 minute window being outside, helping the mother with the knee brace, assumingly they were outside. So if they were assumingly outside, you would have seen somebody come up from the woods or the drive going to the basement. You have a bullseye view because the drive leads up to the trailer and the front of the house.
But that door to the downstairs, you can't see it from where she was. If somebody was downstairs in that bed,
if I'm sitting outside at the trailer, either way, if you're coming through the woods or coming up the drive, I gotta see you to come up the drive.
No, that's not true, because we saw the whole property today. The other side where the door to the bedroom in the basement is the whole other side of the house. It's even below, like kind of a hill, so you wouldn't see it at all. You have to go.
We got to use logic that a person would at least be in a car. You understand what I'm saying?
Maybe, but I do think, like, I read about people living in those woods. I mean, I don't think it's out of the question. I don't think
I'm not saying it's not out of the question, but I'm just the type of person make it make sense to me. Because what you always have to remember is that if somebody did come to the property, somebody hid in the house, you left the door unlocked, it's 9 times out of 10 somebody you fool with.
Well, right, and when Hunter
gave the
interview,
random person. Let me tell you something about out here in this demographic where I live. It's all the same. You don't go up private drives. Trust me, you don't.
Yeah, see, I believe that.
If you've been there, you're looking for somebody. You understand what I'm saying? You're going there to do work. You're going there to fix something like AT&T, cable, whatever. UPS, FedEx. I'm your friend, family, oh, I got a reason to go look for you up there.
Yeah.
But randomly just riding by to go there, the only time I would believe a random person would go up a drive, period. Doesn't have anything to do with Candace or Don. It's common sense. You were going to do something facetious, such as rob them. You still would have to know what they had up there to even say, I want to go rob these people. Because you got to remember, like that guy told Don in that interview, you can't see your house from the road. So therefore, I don't even know what's on the drive to your house.
Yeah.
Until I get on the drive.
Yeah, but I think that it could be so many things, but one thing that I saw that Candace said today, when I watched the Chris interview today, she said they were working on plowing down those trees and that there was workers in the area.
Yeah.
But then old boy Hunter in his interview added this part that no one's heard before, saying that when they were in line at Walgreens, they were in the drive-through line for the pharmacy to get their prescription that day. And he said Don called Candace while they were all in the car. And
Yeah,
he
we
was
know about
complaining.
that.
Yeah, so those are two like,
but
yeah.
Don't you find that interesting that if this is a true conversation that Don called her, their child goes missing hours later?
Well, right. That's where I feel like there's a big chunk that we're missing, but I just don't think that she did it. Like maybe I think, what if one of the boys, I don't know. I just think she's sincere.
Well, let's go here. Okay, just listen. Let's just say Candace Bly didn't hurt her child. How did the child get removed where we can't find her?
I know. I'm wondering, did she
you want me to believe some 8 and 9-year-olds hauled off a body?
Right. Or did she even get back to the property? And why did they let the grandma leave the state?
Call in. Just call in, Insane. Call in. The link is open to the public. Call in if you like. Go ahead, baby. Finish on.
Yeah, I'm at a loss. I feel so bad.
Let me tell you something. No matter how you word it, accident, on purpose, it's still abuse of a corpse if it's an accident. And you got to try to make, just listen to me 1 second. If that baby's found and one of them confessed to say, okay, you got me, it was an accident, you got to convince 12 people that it was an accident and you got scared and buried the body because you was afraid that you would be looked at in a certain way. You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
With all
very
this
possible.
With all this happened, you think you're gonna find you 12 people that's gonna believe you accidentally hurt her, she accidentally fell, your kids accidentally beat her up, pushed her down, and you went, took and hid her body. First thing somebody gonna say is, you know better than to do that. You should have called 911 no matter what happened to her if it was an accident.
Yeah, all true. I also think that I think what we're gonna find out that this lady Candace, I don't know, she just seems like that life. This is a section of people I think that are completely forgotten in this country, like the Appalachian. Like she doesn't seem very educated, but she doesn't seem what's the word, like bitter or vindictive of a person, where that Allie woman, she seems so vindictive to me. So I don't know. This is the one case I followed that I believe this little girl might still be alive. There's so many weird people involved.
Where's she at?
Maybe somebody took her. Maybe, oh, you know what? Another thing I noticed, watch the videos of like the plays that the kids do in the church. None of the kids in the church are happy or smiling. None of them. If you watch those videos.
Don't do that. Don't do what I see where you're going. Don't do that.
Nah, that's another thing where I'm like, nah, that's weird. Not one child is smiling during the play.
So what you trying to say when somebody's trying to say the church is involved in the disappearance of Summer Wells?
Yeah, I think that's possible. I'm not ruling out anything.
You gonna open Pandora's box, you gonna finish it. Why?
Because that's the one thing that bothered me is that none of the children in any of the videos that I've seen from the church, they're doing like plays and singing. Not one of the children smiles or looks happy, and they're all little kids. Like the only one that's happy is Summer, but she's not really happy. She's just really moving around because she seems like she's a little off, like ADD or something like that. But the other kids that seem like, okay, they're normal or whatever, they don't move, they don't smile, nothing. They're not like.
There could be something wrong with Summer, but you got to remember one thing. The mother just stood here in front of a video with no teeth at the top. So that lets you know she don't care about her own hygiene. So that means she don't care about the hygiene of her children and the medical health of her children. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly. I totally agree.
I keep telling you, my fans who watch me and really like listening to what I say, self is first before anybody. Self-preservation is first. So if I don't care about me, I don't care about washing my tail. I don't care about washing my hair. I don't care about washing my clothes. I ain't getting ready to care about washing no clothes, combing hair for my own 5-year-old, 2-year-old, 6-month-old. That's gay.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think like we know now, unfortunately, like people with lifestyles like this, there's either drugs involved, there's probably mental illness. Also, there's probably,
I mean, a lot of things. It's probably a whole lot of things. But let me tell people this, and I've told people this who are not familiar with Southern living, rural living. Everybody that lives in rural America does not live like what we finally saw. Because see, at first we just had aerial views of the house. We really didn't get to see it up close to where you're walking around with a camera going from, you understand what I'm saying, space to space, space to space. I told people that. There are some beautiful homes in rural America. Farmhouses, modern houses, trailers, double wides, triple wides. So I don't want people walking around here thinking everybody in East Tennessee or rural Tennessee lives like that. They don't. They do not.
Right. That's why we have to know like something happened to this lady.
Everywhere. You got trifling people in New York, California, Utah, everywhere. They trifling in the projects. They trifling in a mansion. They're trifling in a townhouse. They're trifling in a subdivision. Everywhere. Right.
That's why we have to be able to say there's something else wrong here. Like, because exactly that. Like, I go in people's houses all day. Something else is wrong.
Hello.
Well, like somebody in the chat is saying, 95% of abductions are family related, and I brought stats to that. Go back to my earlier videos if you'd like to follow me. And most abductions are family oriented. It's not stranger abductions. It's not stranger danger. It's people that they know. And when Candace let that man come into her house foolishly, yeah, I'm gonna say that on my. You set the stage.
Yeah.
You got to make it make sense. An outsider came in and took your child. We now know he didn't come inside because it's too tight quarters for a stranger to walk in there. So that only leaves the bottom basement door.
Right.
And the stranger would have to know that's her room. That's her place. Now you follow me?
Yeah.
And how am I going to know that? Just, oh, I picked this house right here and find me a kid to kidnap.
Well, it could be working men in the area. Maybe could have been watching the house for a couple of days.
You're not listening, baby. I'm not trying to be rude to you. You got to make it make sense, baby. You can't see her house from the main road. So you don't listen to me. You don't even know what's up the drive until you drive up the drive. Who's to say that drive led to a vacant lot? Stay woke. You see, Queen breaks down every variable. That's why I listens. See, I don't do that social media, Facebook stuff. That ain't my hype. I go by what law officials have told me. I go by what these people are telling me. And now that you foolishly let Chris take her up there and show it, you got to make it make sense. No stranger's going to know what's up that dirt road unless he or she goes up the road. So that means they went there to rob them and instead took a kid. You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Because she says in the video with him, there was a gate that she closed. Now, make that make sense.
Or how about Hunter
So
saying,
if I'm going to steal a kid, I'm getting ready to tear up my car if I'm in a regular car. Gotta pray the car can make it up the road, not make noise, draw attention from dogs, cats, the family. Now you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I gotta also know there's a child up there for me to kidnap.
But what about Hunter saying that Candace put the bathing suit on at his house, Summer's bathing suit on at their house while his mom was sleeping, and then Candace said she put the bathing suit on at their house before they left the house that day? Why is there two different stories? Like,
I thought the bathing suit was put on at his house.
that's what he said. And the mom claimed she had no idea, and then he said, well, you fell back asleep. So then Candace said, no, I put her bathing suit on at the house before we left. She said at home before we left. And then she said because she gets so hot. And then she said she put the jacket on her because she gets so cold. Like, I think the three of them are lying. Those three people are not telling the truth.
So I'm gonna say this. So I'm gonna say this to you diplomatically because I don't know you and you don't know the queen, but you're gonna get to know who I am by listening to me. Now, why the hell would you think she didn't kill her damn kid?
I don't know. My vibe is like, I don't think she did it. I hope she did it, but I could be wrong. I mean, I hope
Well,
she
we
did
ought to
it.
be wrong because I was wrong about a baby mother allegedly down in Alabama. And I look forward to that trial coming to fruition. I pray every day that trial will come to fruition, and I pray that you all will follow me with the case of Camille McKinney because it will probably be the crunkest live I do because I went in on their asses because I don't play about them kids. And a lot of people in Alabama may not like me. You know I don't care. I don't care. You all
Yeah.
you are unfit. Because see, let me tell you something. A lot of you are probably wondering why I don't care for Facebook. I'm going to tell you why. When I was covering the case of Camille McKinney, 3-year-old who was playing in the projects and went missing, was kidnapped, lured by a man and a woman. Raped, drugged, suffocated in an apartment, Center Point, Alabama. They dumped that baby in a construction dumpster. That baby daddy stayed on Facebook day one, talking junk, talking crazy. The baby mama never said nothing. We later found out chief of police told her don't talk on social media. But when they buried the baby, that heifer came out full-fledged, talking junk, talking crazy, and I lost all respect for her because she should have kept her mouth closed. You understand what I'm saying? You see, Facebook could be the death of you. You don't know when to shut up. And she showed me that perhaps she didn't have nothing to do with the disappearance and the kidnapping and all of that of her kid. But when she decided to open that mouth, she showed me what she was made of. and I didn't like what I saw. She's grimy. When she's just as grimy as the baby daddy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She showed me that all she care about is hanging with dope dealers, dudes holding guns, throwing up gang signs, crip, all that old shit that don't nobody care nothing about. You showed me what you made of. And to this day, there are people that still think the baby daddy has something to do with it. Her too. Do you understand what I'm saying? But they have not been arrested in connection to the kidnap and murder of their child. She don't like me, and I don't like her. She put up nasty memes on a Facebook page of me and another YouTuber, but I let that heifer know. I ain't your problem. You your problem. Because you see, you left your baby in the projects to fend for herself and her brother, and you a ghost. And I had a birdie who let me know she had been lost earlier that day. And that's the reason why she was harassing some random lady who lived in the projects about not filming her. And I never could understand. Why are you bothering that lady over there? She lived here. She want to film, let her film. Because the lady was going live from a missing persons group. You understand what I'm saying? And she was asking her, what is your baby's name? This crazy heifer didn't want to tell her. Well, we found out months later why she didn't want to give her government name. It's because the baby had been lost earlier in the day in another part. They woke.
These people are crazy.
Because you don't know people.
No,
Who's
sure
to say
don't.
this heifer didn't get her baby lost on purpose earlier that day? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
But
what I was thinking too.
But it looks suspicious. And
Yeah.
I had somebody, people kept sending me messages. I had one girl, I don't know if she's still on YouTube or not. She's a Caucasian lady. She had the actual damn footage. It was a gold mine. Nobody even knew it was out there. This girl had it all along. And then somebody said, hey, you need to go over to that lady's YouTube channel. She got the footage. You know, I ran out of breath. Go in there, open the video, and I was like, oh my God. The baby probably was lost earlier in the day. That's why this heifer didn't want to give the baby's government name. Why are you giving somebody your baby's nickname? That's not her name. Oh, she go by Cupcake. No, heifer, what is her legal name?
That
She on
one.
Facebook arguing with some random female, and then people kept coming back telling me, Big Ange, you need to hear this. She arguing with this lady, and I never could understand why she was arguing with this woman on Facebook, because the woman called her out. Because guess what? Country folks talk. You lost your baby earlier in another park. And that's why you didn't want to give her government name that night when the girl was going live from a missing persons group, because you knew it would look funny. Your child done went lost now, what? 2 times in a night.
They do terrible things to these kids.
I don't
terrible
trust
things.
nobody when it comes to a missing child.
Yeah.
That's the difference with me. Other people are objective. I am not. You see, the law says you're innocent until proven guilty. But when it comes to missing children, I think backwards.
Yeah, everybody's guilty.
Show me you are innocent. Show me first. Because you see, April Thomas has shown me she didn't really care about that little girl. Because a year ago, she hanging in a trap house filming, somebody filming live. We hear her laughing in the background because we know her laugh, we know her voice. What the hell are you doing in a trap house and you the mother of a remaining child, a boy child. You see where I'm going? You that thirsty for attention from some dudes? All these men walking around here, and of all houses and apartments you can go to, you gonna lay up in a trap house? Why?
Who knows why? I'm pretty sure Candace will take off. I mean, I think Don already moved. I don't think he lives here anymore.
So what you trying to say? He gonna leave a whole house?
Oh yeah, why wouldn't he?
I don't know.
Who cares?
So I don't speak for these people because I don't know nothing about it. I just know that what I'm seeing with them is not proper. I'm seeing different versions with she to the news. Now conflicting stories with Mr. Chris and what H is saying, what Allie has said. So I'm to the point where, like I told people in my live day before yesterday, I'm done caring about anything any of those people have to say. Because you got to remember, we're talking about possibly a murder. So therefore, everybody got to cover their ass.
Yeah, but we're not gonna really get any answers. I think
No, you're not.
we'll probably get some more info when they finish like reviewing the cell phones and stuff.
Yes,
Because
yes,
Candace says that Hunter texts her, and Hunter says Candace texts him. But I think I kind of get it. Like she was probably waiting in the car for her mom to be at the ER to get her knee checked out, and they were probably texting, and he wanted to get out of the house. So he said, "Take me with you."
Hold on. Somebody in the chat saying, didn't Candace get an apartment today and got the boys back? Girl, going somewhere.
Yeah, like I wouldn't doubt that they're gonna give her the kids. I think I bet they took them because of the conditions. Because if it was like a child abuse situation, they would have took her already. Like we follow so many of these cases. Like there's no way the kid ain't getting taken out of that house if they thought that Candace was abusing them. I don't think that she was abusing them to the point where they should be removed. You know, like
listen to something. Let me ask you something. And I don't want you to think that I'm rude, but I'm the queen and I'm gonna ask questions. Did you not see how they're living?
I know, but you know, people live like that, but that doesn't make them killers of children. You know, like it's
No,
a sickness. I feel really sad for Hoarders.
I didn't say listen, I didn't say having a nasty house and an unkempt property makes you a murderer. But what I'm saying, sweetheart, is that you have a mindset. You have a certain mindset that shows me you don't care about yourself. You see, I'm old school. I'm 50. So I'm an old schooler. And I go by what I see. And I go by life experiences. And I know that one thing begets another, and that's in the scripture. You see, you showing me you don't care about yourself. That's first and foremost. So that means if you don't care about yourself, you can't care about no kids. You can't care about your husband. You can't care about nobody else. That anything that you do care about is superficial.
Yes, that is a way of looking at it, but they have
It's the
learned.
only way I'm gonna look at it. Hey,
Yeah, but you can't dismiss that hoarding is the people that live like that are severely traumatized usually already.
But that's the point I'm trying to make to you is that before we even saw the inside of the house, we already had an idea that we were dealing with dysfunction. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I didn't have to see the house. I didn't have to hear nothing about somebody molesting somebody and this and that. I ain't got that because I got a discerning spirit.
Yeah, we knew that we knew what the inside of that house was going to look like.
Dysfunction. But what I'm trying to explain to you is, and it's obvious, you don't know these people. So you see, maybe you're the type that you will give a person the benefit of the doubt. I don't.
I normally don't either, but
That's
I
who I am.
feel
Because I'm
Can
going
you
by what you're saying. And
yeah, we
I
can't
brought
hear you.
commentary to this channel.
okay?
I've got at least
Um,
4 articles on deck
Should I hang
I
up?
can't.
with her commentary, not gossip. Her, where she has slightly changed the narrative of June 15th.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay, I live in Nashville, Tennessee.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm good.
Finally figured it out. I'm sorry.
That's
And my sister lives in Kingsport,
oh
which
Lord.
is like okay.
Oh,
So
I'm messing with you.
what I did, I mean, we went up there. I mean, I live on a 277-acre farm,
Okay.
and we are in the country.
Mhm.
We have coyotes, we have raccoons, we have everything that you can imagine. The bears are a little more up north from us. However,
Mhm.
there is no way in hell, and excuse my language, that somebody came up to that house and got that child. There's no way. Them dogs, we coon hunt. Our dogs bark. You cannot drive down the road and attempt to pull in my yard without our dogs barking. They were barking at Chris. Um, if you're in that camper trailer and you are right there, you're gonna hear those dogs. Um, as far as the living conditions, I have an aunt who retired from Ford Motors. I have an uncle, which is her husband, that is a retired neurologist, and they live exactly that way.
Yeah, well, I
Um,
said all walks of life live, in unkempt conditions.
yeah, and I'm old school. I'm country. We barbecue hogs. We do the church homecoming. We get down in church and we love our. We're cool like that. Um, our kids is raised in church, but at that candlelight today,
Mm,
it come across our news broadcast,
okay.
and there was probably 20 to 25 people, maybe 30. My sister went there. She's 10 minutes from where they actually had it,
Mm.
and it was sad because whether they had anything to do with it or not, where is the community? Where is the
Thank
church
you.
family?
That's exactly what I said 2 weeks ago when they did the vigil, and somebody jumped on my channel talking about, there was some people there. Team Queen can see.
No, ma'am, I just sat on a trial. I just sat on
Tri-Cities.
a
I
trial.
know about the Tri-Cities. I don't know why
Yep,
folks think I don't live here.
yep.
Damn, you
You
got
know, it,
all of Virginia. Look, you got all of
exactly.
Virginia, North Carolina. They could slide on in. You got all
I
of the
mean,
Tri-Cities. You
if
got
it,
Greenville, Kingsport, Johnson City,
yes,
Rogersville,
ma'am. Yes,
Newport.
ma'am.
We know her place.
Yes, ma'am. And the thing is, I mean, I live in a small country area outside of Nashville, and it wouldn't matter whose kid it was or who they thought about the parents or whatever. People come together when it comes to kids, and
Exactly.
that does
Exactly.
not sit well with me
And that's
because
what I've been saying. And that's what I said weeks ago with the first prayer vigil. I said there are too many small towns connected to Kingsport. So this makes no logical sense. Where are the people at? I'm
it
I'm
looking at
will.
the
telling you
video.
that church is the same thing though. Why
It,
isn't anyone from their church out there?
everybody that was there
They
today,
wanted one searching.
they
It
were
was
they were the
Mr.
only
Cool has
ones
his
that
own
there
search
was.
team. And EquiSearch is a whole separate search team. They're from the Midwest. That's not the team that was on the ground with Mr. Cool.
Well, and for one thing, everybody that was there today, according to my sister,
Mm-hmm.
was either news crews or people from that church.
Okay.
I'm Baptist. I don't want to bring religion into this because to
Okay.
each his own.
Okay.
But I don't care what religion you are, what denomination you are. If a child's
Yeah.
missing,
That has nothing to
you
do with that.
come
Nothing to do with the
together.
child. Right.
You come together. You
Has
put
nothing to do with
banners up. You put signs up. And also, I have a red flag with the grandmama. I
yes.
have a 4-year-old grandson, my husband and I. If my grandson had came up vanished from where I live,
Mhm.
my surgery, my going to sit with a dead hospice aunt, whatever the rumors are, would be a halt. My
Yeah.
grandchild would have to be found.
Mhm.
Um, your life stops because that's your kid. And
Yeah.
if
Right.
I don't know if
Exactly.
you've got grandkids or not, but I have a grandchild, and it's a different feeling than your child.
Yes.
And so I just wanted to get on here and say I don't never speak. I always just
That's
sit
fine.
back and listen.
Yes.
But I live here, and their living conditions is their problem. That doesn't mean that they're poor. That just means that they can do better.
Better. Yes. But
And
it's a
they choose
choice.
to
But
live
that's
like
how
that.
they want to live. But this
That's
is
how
how
they want to
that's
live.
how they want to live. That's how I feel. That's their choice. That's how they want to live. But why you want
And
to live like that with your children?
well, I mean, I've got family members that does it. I mean, we don't know, human services being called. I don't, and then they get pissed off or they get offended when you don't go visit. I have
Okay.
OCD.
Yeah,
I
I see.
cannot deal with filth.
Well, I can't.
And
I'm OCD myself, and I don't want to see. I can look. Let me tell you something. I wear glasses, and I can tell you where a lint ball is. It's that crazy.
exactly.
Them eyeballs is clean, baby. I can see lint in the dark. People can tell me, how do you maneuver in the dark? You can walk
Yeah,
through your house and pick up stuff. I sure can.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
sure can.
And and
I want
then
to read something somebody said.
okay.
Perhaps they are not feeling the parents. So why aren't the community supporting them? Another commenter, or showing up anyway. Answer that. Natalie, why don't you answer that? Because you seem to have a soft spot for this lady. So why don't you answer that?
I do have a soft spot. I don't know. I mean, I wondered that, and I was thinking maybe there's just not very many people. Like I cannot. I'm from Chicago. Like I can't. I realize that I can't fathom what it's like to live
Well,
where these
I'm gonna
people
tell you.
live.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Kingsport is called the Tri-Cities area. So there's
Mhm.
enough people in each small city, town, however you want to look at it, that could show up. And I'm gonna leave it
Yes,
at that.
Okay.
ma'am. Yes,
Wait.
ma'am.
All
They
right.
could have.
I'm looking at
Even
the
if it's
at the map right
30,000,
now.
even if it's 40,000 in population, 50,000 in each town, 30,000 in one town, you see where I'm going with this? It's still enough
Yeah.
people that come and gather and see what's going on and pay support to this lady and her family about this little girl. Could it be perhaps they don't believe her, so they're not showing support? And that would be a terrible thing because in the end, it is about Summer and not her parents.
Well, right. That's why I think it's. I don't know that that's why, because like with Orin and Norris and West, like no one can stand those two, and everybody's out for these boys still anyway.
Okay.
You know.
So
So
we're gonna say it
Well, you know
again.
why? Can I
Why
say
are
something?
there not?
You
Why
know
weren't there
why?
people? At least 100 people should have showed up, even in a smaller
Well,
demographic.
yeah, 100 people would show up in my yard if my horse had passed away. I mean,
um,
I'm just saying because we live in a rural area and everybody knows us, and we go to church and we visit other churches. And if I take that, I'm just using that as an
Okay,
example.
that's fine.
But what I'm saying is, I don't know how to put it without sounding mean. And I don't know. I don't know these
Give your
people.
opinion, man. Let me tell you something. On this
hey,
channel,
so you yeah, just
so
say
long
it.
as you ain't cussing and raising hell, you give your opinion because in the end, it's just your opinion.
Well,
It's your
my
opinion.
thing is, my sister told me that it was almost embarrassing today. She
It was
said,
embarrassing.
Sarah,
It was embarrassing week for last when it wasn't but 25 people there. To me, Because I watched the video and I said, when I watched it then, I said, where are the people at?
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
enough people.
yeah. She lives 10 minutes away from. See, we went up there when it.
Johnson City is a nice sized city. It has a
Yes, it is.
university there. This is what I'm trying to
Yes,
make
it
you all
is.
understand.
Wait, what's
Each
the other
and every
city
state
called?
is in Johnson City. There should
Johnson
have
City.
been more people.
It should have. I mean, I'm telling you, it should. Because I just sat on a trial. I sat on the death penalty trial. But in my, I don't want to give where my general location is, but we had a little missing boy, and they let us search. They let us search on horseback. They let us search, and of course, we didn't find him. But his dad just got charged with first degree murder. Um, but
Hit the link.
we
You want to
started.
give your opinion. I'm 2 hours and 21 minutes in. Hit the link. Go ahead, baby.
I just don't know. I mean, this is one of them that I don't know. I don't trust any of them. I think they're all
Yeah,
full of
That's who I
bullshit, and I
am.
think they all
That's
got
who I
mental
am. Let
issues.
me tell you something. Like I'm telling this lady here, Miss Natalie from the Chi, because I grew up in Chicago. It is easy to judge. As I've said, we are human. The reason why I brought up the cupcake case is a prime example. A lot of us thought the parents were involved. You know why we thought they were involved? Because the father had a turbulent history.
Past.
And
Yep.
people
Yeah.
knew that. And people ran to social media to say he's the stick-up guy. He's the guy that runs off on the plug. They had him linked into robbing the armored truck. Oh, yeah, that shit was deep. To this day,
Yeah, it was.
I ain't heard
Yeah.
he got arrested for that alleged crime. But people said, he's a guy. He's a guy. See where I'm going? When people start talking, people start believing what people are saying on the lie book. Then they took the lie book to what? T. Lie book number 2. So you got all these people
I got no comment.
believing what they're saying. And I told people, you don't got no proof of nothing. It do look bad. The stuff that you're hearing about the baby daddy. He had another baby mama with twins. He left her for another woman. Here we got baby mama, who we think he really still had feelings for. He dogged that girl out. Do you hear what I'm saying? Then you got baby mama number 2. Then you got girlfriend number 3. It was like soap opera city.
General Hospital.
It was General Hospital, Edge of Night, J.R. Ewing times 20.
Days of our lives.
Everybody has something to say about these ghetto ratchet ass folks in Birmingham, Alabama. And let me tell you, them folks is ratchet down there. And they know how I brought it. I let them know. Y'all can't talk down there. Everything was good, good, good. Huh? Girl. Not no good.
I gotta mute.
And I love when they say, Tennessee country, use a lie. We don't use no good. We say girl. With a southern twang, of course. But them folks was ratchet, man. And that's when I knew. I said, oh, Lord, you in the belly of the beast. Them folks was stalky, crazy, go out. But I can say, I didn't have as much trouble with Camille as I did with Cal City. When I started talking about Cal City, they came for me like I had done robbed somebody. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's when I knew the devil was showing up real.
When are we gonna find out about that? Never.
Probably not.
That's so deep. It's so
because by now, because by now you should know they done ran all the forensics on phone records.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You've had 6-7 months now to run phone records, GPS on cars, vans.
The only thing that
that's deep.
It's been 8 months.
Yeah.
Almost 8 months, 7 months.
My red flag was with the interview, with the interview room with Chris O'Donnell. Is there was a couple, but I mean, my red flag was she didn't want him to search the shed. That damn shed could not have been more disrupted than the house. I don't care whose tools it was. I don't care how messy it was.
And I see where you're going with that insane. I get you, because it's kind of like, well, damn, your property is a mess, your house is a mess. So what we getting ready to get shamed for about the prideful, excuse me, about the shed?
Yeah,
Right.
like it's got to have body parts hanging in there, right? Like, what are you?
I don't believe that.
You know, ain't no body parts or nothing for
I don't believe that.
you know damn well TBI done already been in that shed.
Yeah,
You know,
they
I think-
have. They have.
I think Don was in that shed.
I
Okay.
don't. Well, maybe. But let me say this, and I don't want to take up the stage. But I mean, I leave my
what was he
TV
doing?
on.
What was he doing in the shed? Playing tic-tac-toe? Shut up, Quinn.
Yeah, he
No,
wasn't in the basement. He wasn't in that basement
He
just
wasn't in
because
that
that TV
basement.
was on.
He wasn't in that basement. Wasn't.
he didn't want to talk to. He didn't want to talk to Chris. He had already said prior to that he didn't want to talk to Chris.
I don't think he was, because look, I leave my living room TV on all the time. I leave it when I forget to turn it off, and I've got a smart TV. My living room, we sleep with TVs on. But when I walk out that door to go to work or whatever I go, I forget to turn it off. I leave my TV on all the time.
Me
So
too.
and she could have been down there just laying up, and she ain't got the kids. She could have been down there just laying up watching TV. I mean,
Could have been.
Yeah, see, that's why I start to believe her, because I'm like, maybe she was down there watching TV before the guy came.
Okay, well now let me ask you something. Since you are more on the team Candace, tell us what you think happened.
Who?
Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie, you tell us what you think happened on June 15th.
I don't know. I believe everything she says up until the part where she goes, she went down, the boys told me she went downstairs to play, Mom. Then I feel like everything she talks about after that point is a lie. Something happened at that point, but I don't know what.
So you honestly believe that that Candace brought that child back to the property?
Well, that's yeah. Right now I do.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, like I said, the way she describes all the events, like when I watched the interview, I mean, there's just things that she did, like as a mom myself, running around all day doing dumb shit. Like it sounds like she's telling the truth. Like when the TV was on, I was like, maybe
she can't be telling the truth about feeding all those animals. I'm gonna tell you, because we've got 16 to 19 horses, dogs, chickens, rabbits, and I'm gonna tell you, it cost us $600 and something for vet bills and plus feed.
She fed those animals. They don't look too fed to me.
So Natalie, you think somebody came on that property and took that baby?
I think it's possible
I'm
somebody
good.
was
Wait a minute. I'm good. I'm good. What's the problem? Because Queen ain't touched no phones or nothing. So what's the problem? You can't be talking to me. I'm good because I ain't touched the phone. I'm sitting here moderating my panel. So what are you talking about? You're not speaking to the Queen because the Queen hasn't even touched the telephone. So that means you speaking to the mods. They blocked you or hid you. Queen ain't done nothing. Go ahead, Finn.
I just know that it costs a lot to feed horses, dogs, chickens,
Yeah, it does.
animals. And we're $600 a month because what we show all over the world with our horses, well, my husband does, and it costs vet checks, flea and tick spray, and I know she said that people drop animals off. They do it here, but that's your choice to either keep them, take care of them, or take them to the pound, take them to the Humane Society.
I'm just reading the comments. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just reading the comments, and I don't know what y'all got going on because right now all I'm doing is letting the people on the panel talk. So whatever you all are saying in the chat or whatever, Queen don't know really what's going on because I'm barely paying attention to what you all are saying in the chat. I'm trying to watch the people on the panel talk and respond to what they're saying. So I don't know what's going on in the chat.
But my question to Natalie was, so you're saying you believe everything that Candace is talking about until the point where she says that she went downstairs. My question to you is, so therefore, do you believe that someone came on that property or someone was on that property that removed that child from that property?
I think it's a really big possibility that somebody was already there and they're not saying.
So then how did that child get off that property?
That they could have took her.
They were without them seeing her? Because Grandma, you got to remember, Grandma was outside, that Mama was outside. That's a close proximity, as we saw tonight, that Grandma's trailer or dwelling was real close to the house. The door's always open. The dogs are outside. That person wouldn't have been known to the dogs, like Chris wasn't known to the dogs. They bark.
Yeah, but remember how in one of the original here's why I think that. I know it does sound a little crazy. I think there's a good possibility, but it could be wrong. But when that lady Allison said there was some guy that would get in fights with his wife and sleep in their shed. Remember in one of the interviews she said that. So it made me think.
I think that was Hunter that said that.
That was Hunter that said that to Chris.
Some guy was sleeping. No, he said that Don was saying that on the call, but somebody else said, I'm pretty sure it was Allison or one of Allison's friends said that.
But also Hunter was one of the last people that spoke about that to Chris. The same one that interviewed Candace tonight.
Right, so you know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah,
yes, I do.
That's what's making me think, like, what if one of these people were there?
Well,
just like
I don't mean to butt in, but in the state of Tennessee, you have to be 21 years old to purchase tobacco or alcohol products.
It's usually
is she not charged?
I think it's 18. I think it's 18. You can buy cigarettes and 21 for alcohol.
Not in Tennessee. They
in
raised
Oklahoma,
it.
21.
It's 21 in Tennessee.
So let me Google it. I could have sworn it was 18 for the tobacco.
Well, that was back when, back a couple years ago. But why is she not being charged at least with the contributed to delinquency of a minor?
Well, that should be coming up because that was mentioned.
Why is she not being charged and held for that? Because you got a 15-year-old that's saying that, and I don't understand that because that holds in my district.
That's what it says. January 1st, Tennesseans must be 21 or older to purchase
yes,
tobacco.
Yes, ma'am. I know my laws. I know my laws.
I didn't know. I thought because it says, can you still smoke at 18, just not buy?
Well,
in my opinion, I think that's going to be a hearsay. I mean, he said, she said situation because she went in and bought it. And
and then one time she said she.
So it's under law to be under 18 to vape. Let me mention that while that has been the topic of this drama with these people. Can you vape at 18 in Tennessee? It says the sale of distribution to and purchase or possession of vapor products by persons under the age of 18 years old is prohibited. E-liquid containers must be child resistant. The following municipalities have restrictions on vaping, Spring Hill, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right. So,
yes, ma'am.
I think we already knew that anyway. You ain't supposed to be doing none of that. So January 1st, started Tennesseans to where you got to be 21 or older to buy tobacco products.
or smoke it.
Well,
If my son is 20, when my son's 21, it, he can buy it and he can drink it. If he's 20, I'm not buying it and he's not going to drink it around me because they will get me for contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
yes.
My thing is, this is off topic. Guys, I drank Michelob Ultra Light. Okay. Who goes gets a damn lemon tea and slushies? Somebody's stomach is tore the hell up. I'm just gonna keep it real. You don't do that.
I gotta read y'all this comment. Tasha says Candace's whole morning consisted of getting prescription pills, something to smoke, twisted tea, not nothing to eat for her daughter. Damn.
Yep. And
Yeah,
not
you
a bit of
told the truth.
food.
But guess what? Tasha ain't lying. I ain't heard nothing about a hamburger or hot dog from Sonic
Right.
today. What?
Not a bit of food, and not a bit of food for that
It's
baby.
afternoon. It's afternoon by the time they take Hunter back to the house. So where the hamburgers and the patties or the crumb cakes or something?
They hungry. They
Not a
hungry.
bit of food.
I gotta go in a minute, but my husband's looking at me. Lamont, I'm okay. He said, "Are you done talking?" But anyway,
That's a very valid point. All this arguing about who went where, I ain't heard nothing about a damn Burger King, Applebee's, Ruby Tuesday, nothing.
Slushies and tea.
Skittles.
Twisted tea.
Skittles.
7-Eleven.
Also,
and like my daddy told me before he died, people on heroin crave sweets. Say what?
They got her some Skittles.
I mean, to each his own on that, but
just in case somebody on some other stuff besides fentanyl, meth, heroin, because that's what's going on here in the high 10 state. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, shit. Yeah. One other point that I wanted to make.
Not a hot plate. Not out. They don't know nothing about no hot plate in the holiday.
Hollerville. We're up in the Hollerville right with this case.
He talking about a hot plate. Baby, them folks don't know nothing about no damn hot plate.
A hot plate which you cook pancakes on. We use deep fries for our chicken and that shit. I can't go there. But what I do want to say is what caught me off guard was, well, other than the tea and slushies, I just don't know that. I mean, somebody's sick as hell.
Let me address something somebody's saying in the chat, because I think it's time that we deal with this subject and get it over with.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me scroll back up. Genius Stevens said, I just don't see Candace going to that house knowing that Allie don't like her. They are all involved. Wait and see. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's got
something is wrong with what I've said in my commentary about all this calling this 15-year-old boy, ask your mama this, can you go hear this? There was animosity from the jump. What are we missing?
Yeah. Those three cannot be believed. But I think Hunter is the best, because who would Candace lie for? Like, I feel like she probably is kind of mentally on the same level as Hunter. It seems like she's like a 15-year-old. She just drives around smoking weed. She's like a babysitter.
Well, now when my nephew drowned it, when my husband's nephew drowned it, and they pulled up his body.
Why would she be buying food for them? Hold on with 1 minute, May, because I thought I heard that too. Why would Allie be needing to buy food for them? She should be qualified for food stamps. She got 4 damn kids. They woke.
Allie is lying.
And you can get food stamps even married in the state of Tennessee. Last I checked a couple years ago. Come on with all this.
You can, and they're also giving everybody that's got a kid in the state of Tennessee. I don't know about other states.
From July to December. Queen, stay on her game, honey.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
they got
they're
all the
giving.
stimulus checks.
Over the age of 6 is $300. Over the age
Yes,
of
ma'am.
6 is $250 a month from July 15th to the end of December.
You are
That's why
correct.
she got that new truck, I bet. That's probably how she got it.
Well, I don't care about all that. That's not.
What you mean?
That's irrelevant.
Wait. The checks didn't start to July 15th, so she had the truck before then. That was June.
What
Yeah.
about all the stimulus checks?
Well,
Well,
that's
That's
irrelevant. I
fine.
mean, that's not.
whichsoever, nobody should have to give that help for nothing because she got 4 kids. She can go get food stamps for a stay. Whoa, that means you 9 times out of 10 was getting food stamps.
And
But
settle
you
them.
sorry about that. You were doing something else with the stuff.
Selling them. I mean, come on, keep it real.
I think that she was at
Sorry
the
about
ER with grandma getting her pain pills
My
refilled.
screen got me tapping that
Okay,
table
I
saying,
said that.
"You don't do that."
I said that from the get-go, that grandma probably used a ruse to go to the ER
Yep.
to get some pain pills and said
That's
something
not my-
about her knee being hurting.
Yeah,
People
they
do
tell
that
the
all
boys
the
to dig
time.
her knee.
People
So
do
she
that
could-
all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry, I don't
look,
know what I done
I'm
done
gonna
to
tell
my
you,
screen.
I had a total knee replacement. A total knee. I got a scar from my ass to my toe, and they gave
Oh.
me, 3. What was it? Look at that bottle. I'm telling my husband. 12
They
bucks
only,
a set.
they only
You
give you a
don't
certain
get,
amount.
you have to be, you have to have, well, for one thing, I don't get TennCare or nothing like that. I have private insurance, but they don't give you medicine because after 2 weeks in state of Tennessee, they figure that you're getting addicted to it.
Mhm.
Also, furthermore, she's got all those stimulus checks. That's none of our business. That's not what we're here. But she also is going to get $300 to $600 per child. I know because
Well,
my daughter just got one for my grand. That's
not
none of our business. But
not
but
now.
yeah, I mean it's gone. But
Yeah, not now.
my daughter works at a dental office, and so she knows. She knows when you smile, when you talk, when you do, whether it's THC, whether it's cigarettes, whether it's that stuff stays in your gums. It stays, you know. So she knows, and you can look at somebody, and I mean, she's a pot smoker. Hey, I'm not judging her for that. That's none of our business. But what I am telling everybody is that she's not telling the truth. She's not telling the truth.
No, she's not. And that was my question. I was going to question Natalie if she's going to sit here and say Allie is lying. How can she sit there and say that Candace is telling the truth?
No,
That's what I've got a
I don't
problem
think
with.
she's telling the whole truth. I'm saying I believe a lot of what her story is, more so than I believe Allison. And I think Allison I think they're all involved.
Very much so.
I mean, I feel more empathy for Candace and maybe I allowed myself to believe, like, what if she didn't have anything to do with it? And then to feel like we attacked a woman and
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But see, sweetheart, this is how I view life. I view everything I talk about on my channel, my opinion is the same in everything I talk about. I listen to what she's saying. See, I don't listen to Facebook. I don't listen even to the YT. I go by what you said. I've brought several articles to this channel, reliable sources where she spoke to the news, and each one had a different narrative from Candace Bly's mouth. Not Facebook, not Don, not nobody.
Her own words.
Her own words.
If she did do something to her, I mean, there's no way she's going to get away with it because she's talking too much, and Don is talking too much. I mean, if he was at work, how could he know what happened? I mean,
The problem is we don't know. There's a whole lot of we don't know for certain. We have no receipts. We don't have the evidence that TBI has. We don't have the evidence that the authorities have.
Go to the emergency room. Everybody knows that's the oldest trick in the book to get painkillers is to go to the ER. Stay woke.
yeah, I mean,
So
we knew that.
I already
we
know that.
don't,
Thank you, Betty. Thank you for saying that in the chat.
yeah, we
I
don't
just
have,
figure out
Oh,
that
she got more
they
stories
just
than the Bible, somebody said.
I just will be danged.
we just don't have the evidence that they have that they're
Wait a
holding
minute.
close to their vest. We
Don't
don't.
know what Noah saying. I ain't got time for the ark. I'm busy.
That's right.
I ain't trying to put Noah said I ain't trying to put nobody on the boat. Y'all got too much going on. I'm done.
I'm just listening to what's coming out of the parents' mouth. And if I'm wrong,
Amen. That's
I'll be
me.
the first
That's me.
one to say I am wrong. I
Yeah.
apologize. But I am listening to what they are saying and what Don has been speaking from the get-go. And what I have been saying is if you listen to what he is saying more than what he is wanting to say. And he has been trying to say stuff from the get-go.
But don't you think it's awful
I
bold
know
if
I'm
they're
good.
saying anything at all? I mean,
They should not be. That's what we have been saying from the get-go. What they should have been doing, in my opinion, and also in Angie's opinion, is saying, hey, we want our child back. And that's all they should have been saying, is pleading to whomever, if they've been saying it was an abductor, we want our child back. Please bring our child back and keep the private mess private. Leave that stuff alone. Don't speak on it. Don't throw anybody shade or whatever, and just say, we want our child back. We need our child back. Please bring our child back. We
Before
need
we
our
plead to
child
the
back.
public, let me tell you something. If
Period.
you are accusing somebody of taking your child, that's the first thing you're going to say in a news interview.
Exactly.
You have my child, I want my child back. We miss her. She has brothers who miss her. She has family that miss her. We miss her. We want her back. Could you
And
please
speak
bring
her
her back?
name.
Law
If
enforcement
one
will
of my
tell you
kids,
to
if
appeal
one of
to
my
the
kids,
kidnapper. Listen,
if
law enforcement will tell you to appeal to the kidnapper to make her human in the eye of the abductor. Stay woke.
yes,
And
ma'am.
speak the name. Don't say he, she, whatever. Summer. We want Summer back.
They've never
And
called the child by her name. Come on, that's
No.
what I'm trying to tell you, Natalie. You got to listen, baby. Who don't call their own child by her government name?
No.
well, and quit speaking of this child in past tense.
Exactly.
According to God, she's still alive, and according to the public, she's still
But you know
alive.
it's something wrong if you will go to the news and don't even say Summer.
Right.
It's her.
And
You
the
brought her here. You brought her here. You named her, and you can't even call her damn name because you was detached when you had her. See, Queen is woke.
but why?
You was
Okay, guys,
detached.
let
Baby,
me.
she was detached. You can't see that, sweetheart, that she was detached. They was detached with her. When they had her, the shaved head, Allie talking about, they wanted her, she always wanted a boy. She was used to boys. Everybody believe that? Because I'm starting to wonder. And now I'm looking at the mama walking around looking like a man and chewing tobacco in that swimming hole interview. It's like Candy came transitioning into a man. I looked at her mama. The mama looked like a man. The first sight of her in the video, a
Well, I'm
picture,
not. I don't agree with
her
that
mama
comment.
looked like a man. Stay woke.
I know,
The
but
folks
I
are
was
telling you
thinking.
who they are.
I was thinking to myself that something about knowing that she said that, and she said she didn't want a girl, and that the mom was supposed to adopt her. Remember that Allison said that? But I feel like Candace is making herself look like a boy for a reason. Like I feel like something
Yeah,
happened.
that's what I'm trying to tell you all. Everything you need to know is at the beginning of a story. That's why I keep trying to tell my fans,
man,
you don't need Facebook. They've been telling you what you need to know. You gotta listen. You got to listen.
If
Wait,
you
Shake
let me
watch,
ask
your
you guys
head.
something. Let me ask you
You
guys this question. What do you
a,
think about
a
why
5-year-old shaved their head and didn't cut their fingers off. Stay woke.
why did Hunter go with Candace? And don't you think it's weird? Like, why would this 15-year-old boy, like, I feel like Hunter went with Candace because she said she was going to buy him cigarettes or a vape or something. Like, I think
who
that was the
knows?
whole
No,
reason.
no, no, no.
Why
They
did,
have a rapport. Natalie, ain't you figured that out?
Hmm.
there
Baby,
what?
I'm not trying
They
to be rude
have
to you. I don't think
they
I'm not trying to be rude to you. I really don't think you've been really paying attention. Candace has told you everything you need to know already.
they have something. They have some kind of rapport with
Yes.
one another. They have some kind of a
It's
connection.
obvious. You get up texting a 15-year-old. Come on now.
They have some kind of a connection
You
with
don't
one
text the
another.
mama. You don't text the mama. I'm going to say it again. You don't text the mama. You up out your slumber, but you texting a 15-year-old. Stay woke.
Well, yeah, and Allison said that her daughter ran away and was staying at Candace's house for a while because
Okay,
she
so
wanted to
now
be a
we gotta look.
lesbian.
So now we gotta look at big girl. You ain't on your job because why is your child running away over here to Hell's Kitchen? Stay woke.
Yeah, she was staying with Candace, and because she decided she was going to be a lesbian.
Say what?
Allison's daughter,
Okay, I'm dead.
she ran away, and then something happened. I can't remember now, but she
I
turned
can't
into a
see.
lesbian.
I can't see anybody. I'm dead.
And regardless of,
Can you see me?
yeah,
Can,
no, no.
can you see?
I
Can
see
No,
you
pretty
see?
flowers. I see
What in
pretty
the hell is y'all
flowers.
talking about?
no,
Pretty
Where you
flowers.
get? Wait a
let
minute.
me tell you.
Let Natalie speak. Where you get that juicy gossip from?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Allison told somebody that in an interview, and it was one where I think it was that first one on Unmasked, where she was in the car. The lady was in the car talking to her and her friend. I think that was the one where she said that her daughter had been staying at Candace's house for a while and that she decided she wanted to become a lesbian because Allison was saying, it's okay, that's how she wants to be, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's one of
Let me
those,
tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what's going on.
some,
Let's put an end to all the foolishness now, because I'm getting frustrated now. Yeah, and I'm not trying to be rude to anybody on the panel. You see, everything starts in the womb and your chemical background and who your parents are. And they've proven this by your mother, your father, your grandmother, so on. Alcoholism, mental disease, on and on. Candace's mother is a bisexual or gay woman, however you would like to word it. And perhaps she is also gay or bisexual. And I think what we've seen lately in commentary, videos, haircut short, only wearing what I would consider male-looking clothing, no lip gloss, no makeup, no purse, no, you see where I'm going with this. Birds of a feather, apple in the tree. Now we're talking about third generation, which are the children. Shaving a beautiful blonde-haired baby with blue eyes, hair down to the nub. They won't. You gonna look like me because I said so. I don't like a me. You are pretty.
Hmm.
I don't like you.
Speak.
Because you are what I ain't.
Hmm.
And I'm going to change that.
Hmm.
Beautiful Caucasian girl, blonde hair, blue eyes. She's everything Candy Cane ain't.
Amen.
And I'm going to change it. Because I don't like me. And you ain't what I am. And I'm going to change it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to shave your hair all the way down to the nub. Because in the end, she meant what she said. She want to look like us. You see, Candy Cane messed up there. Because first it was she messed up her own hair. And we went in behind her. But then one has to say, we're looking at church videos with hair hanging over and the shave back. You want me to logically believe that child did that? No. You did that. And then you finished her off.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Perhaps she don't like girls. Perhaps she didn't want a girl, as what was told from the grandmother to Miss Mulani, Allison. Who's to say? You don't know what to believe. But let's just say for the record, Candace doesn't identify with females, girly things. She always wanted boys. She had boys. Who were her other children who were taken out of her custody? She gave up, whatsoever. I don't know. I don't have facts. I don't have proof. Were they girls? Because
No,
you see,
those
you got to remember, she came from a woman who likes women. So perhaps that gene is passed down, and Candy Cane came to fruition to say, shit, I don't like no damn men either. I laid with them, I made children with them, but I fancy women as well. Now I got a girl child who's beautiful. I don't like
no, she didn't have any other children. The boys that she has now are the ones that the sister had only for a very short time.
No,
So
she,
you telling me Candy Cane didn't have no more other children? Because that's the rumor on the street right now.
No, Don has 2 other children, 1 boy and 1 girl.
Okay. So that means more rumors. This is why I tell you I don't do Facebook for this very reason.
Yeah,
All
it's
I'm gonna
really
say,
hard. You really have to fight hard to keep that kind of stuff.
that's why I don't do it. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, because
This
everybody
is why I
tells a
don't do it.
different story. But the only that Candace's 2 kids that her sister had custody of were her two of her oldest boys. And I guess it was only for
So Candy Cane had other children. That's all I'm saying, sweetheart.
no other. The 2 boys that live with her now, one's 13 and one's 11.
No, listen. Did Candy Cane have other children besides the ones who are missing and gone?
yes. She had
That's what I
2
said.
other. She had 2
That's
other
what I
children
said.
when she was 19 years
Okay,
old.
that's what I'm saying. Okay,
Yes.
so what
A
I'm
boy
saying
and a
is
girl.
perhaps the issue with the baby is that the baby is feminine looking. And this lady has an identity issue going on. Because if you look at her at the swimming hole interview, that was a man that we've been looking at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tell people how to dress because what's comfortable for you ain't comfortable for me. And I will even say at one point in the mid-90s, some of us were dressing more, what I would say more guy-like, but we liked men. You see where I'm going with this? The attire we wore was more plaid, big jeans, bell bottoms. That was the style at that time, but it didn't mean we liked women. Stay woke.
Yeah, it was a grunge era.
Okay, that was more the grunge. Okay, so as time went by, late 90s, Queen said, we ain't doing no more tennis shoes, Nikes, Nike hats, none of that. I'm gonna put on some dresses, more dresses. I'm versatile. I wear a little bit. I was wearing everything.
Yeah.
But that's the point I'm trying to make about this video with Chris. That's a guy standing there. Candace Bly is chewing tobacco, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, she's a savage.
Was she not chewing tobacco in that swimming hole interview? Somebody give me an amen or no.
She was chewing tobacco, yes.
Okay, her mouth was full of tobacco, snuff, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah, she's
transitioning.
these are special people. Well, she, like I said,
Oh.
I don't, and I think Hunter and his fake yawning, like I don't understand why he was fake yawning through the whole interview.
He was yawning probably because he was tired. I didn't take it as no ADHD tick. That's my opinion. I think perhaps the boy was tired when the man came. We don't know the time that Chris came to interview him. Could have been 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Who's to say? Hell, maybe he was asleep.
He was faking. You want to know how you know he was faking? Because it's proven theory that if you yawn, naturally yawn, eventually the people sitting with you will yawn. And he was faking those yawns. That was all bullshit because not one other person at the table yawned the whole time.
Well, they said big girl was yawning, and Chris said it's because she couldn't breathe. You know what I mean?
He said she was belching because she couldn't breathe.
But, okay, he started out with belching, but then the next time when he did an interview, he said it was because she had difficulty breathing.
Yeah, and why is she sitting there with her stomach out? Like, I don't know. I don't trust this lady either.
I guess Catherine didn't have no sale on her big girl clothes.
She's like her body. She's just on the outside, the same as Candace's house inside.
Catherine's wasn't having no sale. You gotta have some money to shop in Catherine's, baby, because that squelter that was sitting up there with all that belly hanging out. I said, "Ooh, look at all that hamburger."
And them short arms.
Hello.
By the time you
Nancy.
by the time you get through climbing up on top of alley, shit you out of breath your damn self. Shut your mouth.
Not out up here, and them short arms.
Nancy. Sister, hey Natalie.
Keep the line clean, don't y'all go there. Come on, don't do it.
Baby, let me come on. You know how I would come up here, Angela.
Well,
You know,
first, don't do it. Stick to the subject.
I told you, day one, I'm not going to be, day one, I said nobody went in that driveway. Ain't nobody went in there holler abducted that baby. The house proved it of what I said. I said, first of all, they planted flowers.
That video put it down. That video made you think, man, ain't nobody came up there.
Ain't nobody went up in there. What was they going to get? How was they going to get in there? The interviewer barely could get up in there. Now, y'all know that. I said, "Oh my God!"
You do it like this.
Yeah, hoping the Brown brothers don't get on you.
You going down, baby?
That man went in home.
I'm talking about when he went down that little staircase.
Girl, when that girl got down there.
Look, let me tell you something about Queen claustrophobic. When she went in the kitchen, first thing Queen says, "Oh, wait a minute, what the hell they getting ready to go?" Use a lie, Satan.
I told y'all.
Wait a minute, let me get jiggy with you. I wish the hell I would go up in there and you tell me I'm going to go to the basement, and I say okay, and then I see you. You run down, getting ready to go up in there. Shit, you on your own. I'll see you in the basement around the side. I'll meet you at the door. Stay woke.
I can't meet you around there because it's hazardous. No fire extinguisher. I mean, it was a complete dump. I don't know who the lawyer is, but his ass need to be fired immediately. Immediately. No lawyer.
I was like, I can't believe they get internet here.
Here we go.
Not out. They don't have no lawyer.
Girl,
who is the lawyer?
They don't have.
Girl, somebody in the chat said she was showing the mansion. I think that was B. I said, B, go to bed, not the mansion. Girl, she don't outdid dopehead Sherrod. Baby.
But wait a minute,
y'all said why it's under the countertop. I gotta eat live.
Wait a minute. Chris was scared, y'all. He said, "Can I go?"
Chris was scared.
Don't be scared. If you're scared, go to church.
No, but
I was like,
to go to that basement.
But this is what he wanted. You want to tell us, bring us to this point into the abyss. You got what you want. Yeah. You got
well, he don't want to be Geraldo no more. He don't want to be Geraldo no more.
I'm surprised he didn't hook himself on one of them extension cords going down.
I thought the Brown brothers was gonna fall from the ceiling.
Granny already transitioned. Granny is a man. If you look at the pictures of her on social media and on YT, that's a full-fledged man. That's a man. Granny looks like a man. She got hard face, wrinkles, hard life. She's probably a smoker because you can see the line of the smoker.
Girl.
When I saw the hole going downstairs, I went, there is no way somebody came in this house and took
Ain't
that
nobody
baby.
came in there, and I don't know where y'all get it from.
No
Where's the
way.
gate?
Tasha said, I can't imagine how the place smells. Oh, wow.
Where is the gate? I was looking for the gate, DD.
It's at the beginning.
Wait a minute.
Well, that's probably at the beginning of the property because I remember her saying that to Chris. You pull up, and she said something about getting out, opening the gate, closing the gate. So, what gate are we talking about? A gate on the
imaginary gate
in the vehicle she was driving.
And he said she took the lock off and threw the chain in the weeds, like in the.
But when
wait, slow down. Say that again, Nancy.
Said that she pulled up, unlocked the lock, and took the chain off and threw it over in the woods, like tossed it over in the woods.
I didn't hear that part. Okay, so this goes back to what I said. Maybe understand a random stranger coming up. You got to think about what you're saying. If I'm going to take a child, I've got to be able to get the child away from where I'm taking her.
Exactly. All BS.
Damn, you can't just say, well, they were hiding. They came up through the dog trail. They came up through the woods. They came up on that bumpy ass drive that was broke up. How did they get away? Damn, come on, man.
But
wait a minute, y'all. But first, Don said a lot of different people was coming, so he had to put the chain up there to stop them from coming on the property. So that was not a chain at all, period, from the beginning.
Well, that could be true.
Now, if you watch in that video, you can see and hear those cars. We don't need no chain. They can come up to the back way.
Dakota has a very valid point. Don't matter the reason. Granny leaving and not talking is suspect. Amen.
Yeah.
Why would you leave your daughter and your granddaughter is missing? Why are you only posting stuff on Facebook that don't have nothing to do with your child, your grandchild? You haven't posted anything allegedly from what I'm hearing from another YouTuber. You're not posting anything relevant to your child, which is weird. You talking about another missing case. Now you went and got a representative, but yet you ain't been talking. And now allegedly, rumor, don't know if it's true, you're nowhere to be seen or heard from. So none of this makes any sense why you would leave the premises and your grandchild is a missing person.
Sounds to me like deja vu. What did you do with Rosie?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
We don't know about Rosie because we don't know nothing about how Rosie was living. We don't know what Rosie had going on.
No. What I'm saying is
family. I heard you saying, but we don't know anything, and allegedly none of these people were even in the state of Wisconsin. So
sad. Sad that she would just.
But what got me too is all them dogs. When that man came into that rock quarry, them dogs was barking like I don't know what. So you mean to tell me somebody came up and got Summer, but the dog didn't bark or nothing? Come on now.
I think someone could have already been there.
Who? What? I'm not trying to be.
Where they gonna be at?
How are we gonna know? We don't know them. I mean, they have all kinds of random people there all the time.
Well, that's true too. But that basement, to get down into that basement, come on now, y'all.
Girl,
all I can see is a dwarf running down there. Don ain't never.
Come on, DD. Ain't nobody went up there and got that baby. That's crazy. When I seen the house, how they were gonna breathe. I want to know how the boys breathed in there.
And
because you first had to jump down the rabbit chute to get to the basement. What y'all talking about? Ain't nobody stood in that house and took that baby. It was playing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was like Alice in Wonderland, wasn't it? Jumping down that hole.
I can't do this.
Girl, you had to drop down a rabbit chute to get down there to
She
get the
know-
baby. Cords everywhere, no food. Don't know what them boys ate that day. Ain't nobody sitting in no house in no heat wave in the south waiting on no baby when you got 3 available right there. Kind of sense that make. So
They watching videos.
You know what? You know
That-
what?
Y'all know what?
Dopey.
But y'all think about this. Queen, come
Dopey.
on now.
Dopey
Don don't
went
even
down
go
this
down there,
path.
y'all.
I can't
Don
do
don't
this.
even. That's wrong. She
I
stopped.
can't
She
do this.
just. That was sad.
I can't believe Night Owl just said the rabbit shoot. I'm dead.
you ain't nobody going down no rabbit chute. You got to get down there. You got to slither on down through the hole. I got to wait for the baby to come in. And we in a heat wave. Queen, did you tell them the South is in a heat wave? The South is in a heat wave. Ain't nobody went in no house wave.
I waited till almost 7 just to go get this cell phone checked out because my pen is sticking out of it. When I walked outside and said, "What you doing, Amy?"
I know. We're definitely in the heat wave. Trust me.
Candace could barely get down there. Did y'all see how she was struggling?
It's
good. That's why I said ain't nobody went down there.
I'm like
to wait for no baby when 3 available children right there and no adults around. Girl, y'all know good and well ain't nobody went in there how wait for that baby like that, and they had to get down that rabbit hole. Ain't nothing to eat. It's hot. It's smelling like piss. Y'all saying I'm not gonna keep playing with people.
Get off my live. Get off my live, please.
With those
angry.
But wait a minute. Did y'all see the baby bunk beds?
Oh Jesus, I'm
Those
dead.
weren't even average bunk beds, y'all. I don't care what they say. And that room was nothing but cement. I said, "Oh my God, that was a dungeon."
You know what? Genius said one damn thing for sure. Alex could go down in the basement because she was in.
Yeah, she gotta go through the door.
This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm not gonna keep playing the game. Ain't nobody when they got no baby in this heat down there rabbit hole.
Wait. Can you imagine big girl trying to squeeze her big ass down that damn?
I'm telling you. The only
I
ones
keep
who
telling
went down,
y'all.
the only ones who went down that rabbit hole was those
Please, somebody call the paramedics.
Who gonna wait that much time for the baby, not knowing what time the baby gonna get back? In order for somebody to be there to wait on the baby, they had to know what time the baby gonna get back.
I really can't do this.
Wait a minute,
Yeah, it'd be
right.
too hot.
First and foremost,
Jesus, I can't.
it's an obstacle course to get in the house and go around all
Jasmine
those
said an intruder gonna
dogs
walk
and
in
cats.
and do a straight U-turn. Yes, he is.
Come on.
Oh no, I ain't getting ready to
Come
get
on,
life
Jam.
for this. I ain't getting ready
Yes,
to get
an
no
outer
life.
door B.
I ain't gonna get no life for this. Kidnapping
me.
no children.
They would have. I would have turned myself in for going up there. Like, what have I got into? This is condemned.
Jasmine said, trying to say, look at all her toys. I seen 3 toys. You know what
when he said Paw Patrol.
And if you
No,
notice, all her toys
you
was
gotta
those
do
little
like you do on a TV show. You gotta cut a hole in the door and move the door out. And that's a heavy
Can I
gun.
point some?
That's a
Can I
big
point
gun.
something out? Can I point something out? You know something we didn't see. We did not see an inside bathroom.
When Allie came to stay for however long the duration, I do not know when this was, if this is allegedly true.
Girl.
Allie Mulani, tell me where you slept with that guy. I want to know the room you two cohabitated and slumbered and tossed and turned in our way.
I want to know how you got through the door.
No, y'all. It was the room when you first walked through the door. You see those 2 bunk beds all the way at the end in the corner.
Yeah.
Did he go to
That's
bed?
where she was. No,
go to bed.
No, seriously.
Can I say something?
She's behind the disappearance of that baby. Nobody can make me believe different.
Nancy.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
have a bathroom in there. They had
That's what I was
that
gonna
shit
say.
is the outhouse.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you all see or notice or even think about inside?
Okay.
Toilet?
And besides that, because we got 5,000 conversations going on at once. Somebody said, Alex said 14 people came to stay in that house and 13 left the next day.
That's what I'm saying.
So where did they sleep? You know, there was another room on the other side of that kitchen, so perhaps that was a living room. But you still got to use common sense. Even if you got 2 sofas, where in God's name is 14 people gonna lay down?
They probably
Alan makes up
pitched a tent.
15 other people.
They
They
was
probably
outside.
pitched a tent outside.
Them folks was outside under the tree.
What?
Mildred.
Girl,
I
I
got
love
my church lady. I got my church lady Mildred in the chat. Mildred, forgive us. Just pray for us, cause I try to keep it clean.
Put me on the altar.
It ain't what no.
Yeah, put me on the altar because I'm going to keep saying what I said every day. What? Ain't nobody went up there. Got them. Y'all know how hot it is. So they
No.
waited for the baby and went down that rabbit chute. So what was the boy doing? Was they sleep? Was they not sleep?
Oh, so the shed ain't tools. Well, if you ain't got no restroom, we just gonna go on and say that's the outhouse.
Girl, this ain't no hoarder's problem. These folks just trifling.
No,
Wait,
that wasn't yours.
what
It
about
was.
how Candace said that Jose messed around with Allison and then he said, why did she say he only likes chicks with
She was
dicks?
wrong for that. She was wrong for that. That was so disrespectful to say that to that man in that interview that he likes chicks with DICKAs. CKS. Candace, you just as nasty as Allison. That is no way I would say no mess like that.
No, you guys. She
And
was
let me say something. And when she
like
said
her.
that, listen, when she said that, it made me think, you standing here looking like a man. Maybe what you trying to say is he like a girl and look like a guy because he bisexual. I'm sick of all of y'all.
Hello. That's exactly what she was saying.
Yep.
Why you talking about him and you married and your daughter missing?
She told on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Your daughter missing.
Straight up.
Thank you.
You married.
Straight up.
You said it. That's what lets me think perhaps something went on between her and Jose, Pookie, whatever his name is, because you gonna sit here and say he likes chicks with that's some nasty. That's nasty.
Like chicks with a penis, and she just told on herself.
Candace
Yeah, and then you're a girl. You're standing there looking like a chick with a,
she strapped it on, y'all. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Girl, I know it's some diseases flying around there. Ooh, woo.
This is my assumption. That child never went missing from that property. Somebody never went up on that property and took that child. Something happened to that child by the hands of somebody that she knew. I'm sorry. It was someone in the inner circle, either her parents, her grandma, someone that child laid eyes on all the time.
Yeah, I don't think the child made it back home.
It is very, very disturbing.
Yeah.
Now that child has been in the heat, the Tennessee heat, wherever she is, for 5 weeks, 6 weeks now. It is deplorable. I hope that they can find her and properly lay her to rest. It is absolutely deplorable. I hope that whomever did this to her is brought to justice swiftly and that they are, I hope that they get the book thrown at them. I hope.
Candace got more stories than a little bit. Now it was the man talking about the man next door who was possibly about to buy the property, but he left.
Yeah,
I said, you just trying to throw everybody in this.
There's more stories swirling around this than Oklahoma has tornadoes, and I am sick and tired of it.
How about this
Just
next?
Tired of it.
How about this next? There's more stories to this than they got all them damn dogs in that house.
Exactly, and there's 7 puppies up underneath the house. Let's put that one in there.
Under that big hole. I said, no. Everybody.
But nobody bought.
Y'all notice everybody sleeps downstairs.
I'm just tired.
No, they sleep down the rabbit hole and stuff like that, girl, But like I said, why would I think somebody went up there to get a child? Why would they? I'd be thinking I'm gonna get ptomaine poison or botulism going on or something. Like something that ain't white.
Right.
You had three boys. Get a couple of rakes and get them boys out there and get them working. put the little dirt bikes up. Get some boys out there with some rakes. Get
But
them
wait a
raking
minute,
up
yeah.
that yard.
Just think about this too. That comment she made at the watering hole. Oh, I did laundry. You know, I did. They have 80 pair of pants. I'm looking like your damn house look like that. What laundry you done did? No,
Girl, I
seriously.
want to say it. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Seriously.
Where does she do
Listen,
this laundry? Well, like, where does she beat it up against a rock, or where does she wash these clothes?
In the river.
listen. I grew up. Listen, I grew up
Down
in the
by the
country.
river.
River. I grew up country. Okay,
Huh?
you can grow
Me
up
too.
country. You can grow up with not many amenities. You can grow up with not much. You can grow up with not much money. But you do not have to be unclean. You do not have to be a lot of things. There was a time when I grew up without a vacuum cleaner. No joke, y'all. And I used a broom. So there's a lot of things that you can make do with what you have. Like I
Nancy.
said, get them boys a rake. Okay?
Nancy. It was 7
Yeah,
of us. We didn't even know what a vacuum cleaner was at first, okay?
that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
can y'all get a candy cane to vacuum? Let's raise some money for a candy cane to get a vacuum.
I
No,
used a
baby.
broom on carpet. I knew what I had to
No.
do. My mama gave me a broom and we had carpet and we made do with what we had.
Thank you.
So you do with what you got and you make do with what you got.
But Nancy,
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
listen, Nancy, you learn from your upbringing.
You got
Right.
that right.
Exactly.
You got that right.
And you know, some people wanna kick that bad habit and make do better. Candace didn't. No. She
I
I
think
tried
didn't.
to tell y'all.
No, she
I
didn't. I'm like,
I think she
why?
had
All
some
them stimulus
trauma.
checks we got, they got a child tax credit, tax refund, food stamps, kids in school. Get way more than me.
But when now she didn't get none of that. That's done money. Done the one working.
Well,
Okay.
there's
Fancy gal went to that DHS office with them children and signed up for
Air
them
Force.
aid.
I want Air Force to come up and say something.
I'm just saying
I
that
don't know
baby
if
didn't.
she's still in here
That
or not.
baby.
I want Air Force to come up and say something.
That baby did not get taken
Okay,
from
I
that
done that.
property.
Okay,
No,
thank
no, she did
That
not.
Air
that,
Force, hit the link.
that
I
baby
want to hear
did
your
not.
commentary. I'm 3 hours and 22 minutes in. I want to hurry up and end this live because I'm going over time.
I'm sorry.
I'm
It's
gonna go down,
something.
okay?
Okay, it's fine.
I'm tired of the gossip. I'm tired of the innuendos. I'm just tired of the crunk and crap.
I'm
It
just in the other room.
mm,
I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. Because I was gonna say something. I can't even remember what I was gonna say. Say you gotta have a piece of paper and pen with you. Write down what you're gonna say. Air Force, I need you to hit the link before I check out of here. Um,
I'm sorry, Angie, but I'm just
it's
tired
just
of it.
buffoonery to me. I think once again, her letting him show her home where she lived sealed the deal that the children had no business living with them. They had no business having children. They don't care, man. That property is deplorable. The house deplorable. We don't need to see every room. I don't need to see a bathroom, outhouse. I can go by what I've already seen. It's bad
No,
business,
I was
man.
making fun, but and that poor baby Summer. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Air Force,
They just need to.
turn your mic and stuff on, honey.
They need to. Somebody needs to come clean because I'm done with this mess. I'm absolutely
Hello,
done with it.
Yeah,
Air Force.
yes, ma'am.
What do you have to say about? First of all, my title was they went to court on Monday, and now the search is only through the county. Start with that, and then make your way on to what you saw with the house.
I think the house was just.
No. Don't start with the house. Start with the search. The county doing the search, which I think is suspicious, and they went to court Monday, juvenile court.
Okay, I don't know where to start from that point because I was
I can't hear you.
I was away for a while.
Well, do you even know what's going on, sir?
Um,
Ah, damn.
somewhat.
How my mods don't know what's going on. Lord have mercy. I give up.
Not get like that now. Now I heard about them going to court and having the children taken away, and Don saying that was a good thing that the kids were taken away.
You're echoing. You're echoing. You're echoing. You're echoing. I can't hear you.
Okay. Am I echoing now?
Yes, a little better.
Okay. Now, as far as the court was concerned, I heard that Don said that he was glad that the children were taken.
Yeah, that's a strange comment.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But I don't know what to say about these people. I just think they're despicable, deplorable, rude, and disrespectful all the way around.
I agree.
Their house is very unkept, and I think the state should go in there on their property and condemn that property.
78, Night Owl is a woman. She's not a male.
Who?
You gonna make her start wanting to fight? Go ahead.
But I think Allie is mad with Candace. Candace is mad with Allie. Don is mad.
About what?
I think about that Mexican dude.
I'm gonna go down.
Okay, so what happened? What happened?
Well, now what I heard was that the guy came and he had asked Candace, I think, about a woman. And so Candace called Allie, and Allie and the Mexican guy got close, and I think.
Wait. That don't make sense what you're saying. Listen. Start over. Listen. That don't make no sense because allegedly he came down with Allie's baby daddy.
Okay, I'm just going, just trying to remember what things that that I've heard,
See, something is off with all of it for him to end up at that house with Candace. Why did he come down with the baby daddy? See, none of this makes no sense.
None of it makes sense. None of it. From the beginning to now, none of it makes sense.
Listen, that's the reason why it should have never been mentioned. Allie, you were wrong for mentioning all that garbage. You had no business mentioning none of that.
The only thing that I wanted to do if I came up here is that I wanted to ask you and the family if I could pray for Summer and pray for all these other kids that are missing or that are dead. That's what I wanted to do. Because I didn't want to go and get back and forth with all of this crap that all
I didn't ask you to come up here and go back and forth. I'm just asking your opinion on my title. I do have a title.
I understand that. You understand all of it. Okay. But like I told you in the beginning, I did not involve myself too much in this case as far as listening to different things about it. Now since the county, who you say, do you say the county took over this case?
As far as search, they're now saying they're leading the search.
Okay. So is this other company from the Midwest, I guess it is, are they going to help them out with the search?
That's the point I've been making. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to figure out is why now is the county leading the search when they've been complaining and moaning about finances and rebudgeting and how they're going to allocate funds for the search or anybody else that goes missing. So where does that leave EquiSearch and that other group?
That's well, I think maybe because this is a high profile case, I think the governor may have said something.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, all right. Well, you asked me.
The governor.
Sometimes what I'm saying to you, sometimes when there's a high profile case and it needs to be solved as quick as possible, you know, the governor or the mayor sometimes will tell the chief or the sheriff or the commissioner or the police, hey, look, you're going to do something. I don't care how much it's going to cost. Get in there, go ahead and do your search and do what you need to do in order to bring this case to a closure. That's why I brought up the governor.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this. They don't have the manpower. Obviously, that was the purpose of these outsiders coming in. The purpose of TBI getting involved.
Well, then all of them gonna have to work together somehow. You know, with the county taking the lead.
How they gonna work together if you're now saying you're the lead?
You still can do it. You still can do it. You still can do it. That's just like when like if the FBI came here with the state police, and the FBI says, okay, we're taking over this case, but we're going to need your assistance, point blank. Here's what we're going to allocate to you, and this is what we're going to do. And then in the middle of it all, we're going to come head to head, have our little conference, and then we're going to go right back out and do what we need to do.
I think Hawkins County, they were offended that other people came in to search and they didn't have the manpower and they feel some type of way. That's exactly what I think.
I thought they were happy for them. I thought they were happy for them coming in. That's what I gathered. I gathered they were happy for them coming in.
Okay. Well, if they're happy they're coming in, why are you now wanting to take the lead?
I don't know. I don't know. Not necessarily.
Think about the logistics. It's 6 weeks in as of yesterday. You don't find that strange?
It's strange. It's strange.
Okay.
But I mean, you know, different agencies have a way of doing their thing. You know, whether they're going to give somebody else the lead or whether they're going to take the lead but have another agency assist them, you know, with the search.
Well, Miss Dee, I don't know about that. I haven't heard anything about who told what, but my understanding is that what Mr. Rader said, if they found something, they would give it to them. If they don't find anything, they don't have anything to give.
Well, they're going to find something. I know they're going to find something for them for see now when these guys, this other search company, when they came in, the county said, okay, we're going to, you know, help us out. And the other company said, okay, we're going to go a little bit further. We're going to search a little bit further than what we did before when we first came in. We're going to spread out a little bit more. We're going to do more. We're going to search more areas. You know, we're going to do 50 feet more, 500 feet more, 10,000 feet more of searching. You know, that county needs the help. Whether they take the lead or not, they know that they need those people in order to do the search and in order to do the search properly. You know, they need to trust that company to do what they need to do since they have the experience of doing it. Maybe this small county doesn't have that. So,
that's the reason why the outside people came in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. So the county says, okay, y'all here. All right, we're going to take the lead on this because this is where we're going to start at. So we're going to spread out more. You all take this side over here. We're going to take this side over here. We're going to meet at noontime.
Listen, Air Force, I don't think it's like that. I don't think there's no other outsiders being in the loop.
Okay, so they're not going to do nothing at all.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's going to be no added extra.
Okay.
Because you have to ask yourself the main question is, these people have been a part of this search from day one. That group with Tim Coop, and then now EquiSearch coming in twice, and now here comes Hawkins County saying we're gonna take the lead from now on. That just sends a message to me. It's something going on to where they now are not wanting these people to be involved. It's some bullshit, man. It's some bullshit.
Okay. All right.
Because you got to ask yourself, 6 weeks in is a long time to just jump up to 6 weeks and say, well, we're going to be taking the lead now. So is it that you just figured it out or what? Well, Story, you know they have to search their house. You're going to search the search. You're going to definitely search the house where the child went missing day one. Or when it's daylight, at least the next day.
I don't know what their mindset is.
Something ain't right. That's just my intuition. That's just my intuition. Something is not right. I think somebody's offended. I think it's odd. The county's just now deciding to search, want to be the lead after 6 weeks in. When you relied on these people to help aid the search, they're nonprofit organizations. They don't got a dog in the race. They're not even from the damn Tennessee. And now you want to take the lead. So is it that you're telling us that you about got an idea of where the child is? You know what happened to the child, and you're just going to go ahead and disband everybody and go on and try to take the credit? Because see, it's something don't make no sense. It's something not adding up with that. Because you're talking about 6 weeks. That's almost 2 months. Something's off. It's something off. Yeah, you're talking about my friend Jeremy, Human Aid Solutions.
Okay.
Something's wrong. Because this don't add up. 6 weeks in, you now want to take the lead. So that's what I'm trying to say. What is really going on? Do they have an idea where the child is? You don't want these people to get no credit. What? Something is very off here.
Well, I'm gonna have to.
Something very off. Because I never heard of anybody. It's almost like you trying to tell these people the hell you don't want them to search. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. Something sounds off. And that would be a shame if the search can't come back to search. But do you have jurisdiction also? Well, let me ask you, you're ex-law enforcement. Can they have jurisdiction for the people not to come back to search?
Yeah.
Huh?
They can request for them not to help.
Wow, that's fucked up. But they can't tell them they can't walk, because you can't tell a person not where they can and can't go.
No, they can't.
Right.
But
okay.
if they told them, that they have no need to be on their property, then they're not allowed to go on their property.
Well, they've been looking around other places. Remember I told you in my commentary they had virgin territory?
Yeah. But yeah, the agency can stipulate and request that they have no other agencies come and help them do their job.
Oh.
Whether it's right or wrong,
the group that had Tim Coop, listen, the group that had Tim Coop in it says it in the commentary that they are no longer participating. So you have to ask yourself, there's a reason for that.
Not unless the county already has something. And
something like that.
I don't know. They may have some type of evidence or whatever.
Okay.
And they don't want to share it. They don't want another outside agency. If they're like that, then they don't want another. If they found something, they don't want to give the outside agency, or volunteer group They don't want to give them any credit. You know, it's like uh, it's like a police to it's like two.
Honey Hunt says, I think Ellie thinks Summer is alive. Okay.
Maybe.
Do you think she's alive, Air Force? You think Summer's alive?
No. No, I don't. But then again, I may be wrong. Maybe she is alive. Maybe, and they keeping her, and maybe they're placed her somewhere else, and want to try to get more and more and more and more information from Dawn and Candace and Allie and whoever else may be involved. Now, I think it's strange that Granny left though, like she did.
Oh yeah, that's suspect from day one. Hiring somebody speaking on behalf and she ain't been talking, that's weird.
I think that, I mean, your granddaughter missing and you're gonna leave town, and you're not gonna be here. I mean, you're not gonna be there to console your daughter. Come on.
Perhaps she was dead. I was thinking about it's been hot in Tennessee, and even if the child was cold, you mean to tell me that when you dressed her in that jacket and those pants that morning, where the jacket and the pants come from? Because it was hot in Tennessee even that day. Stay woke.
Yeah, I heard it was about around 79, 80 degrees that day.
Okay, so where I'm going is, let's say the child was cold coming out of the quarry. Would you have normally dressed her with that jacket and pants on that morning before her going into the water? Yeah, you got to pay attention to everything.
No.
Very good point. They don't want to seem incompetent. Good point.
With the county?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take all the credit. Maybe it's something getting ready to go down. So let's shut everything down. And we're gonna take the credit. Because let's be truthful. How bad would it look for an outside group to come in and find Summer Wells and the sheriff's department did not?
Yeah, that would be an embarrassment on their part, But it brings me back to it brings me back to a situation where Baltimore City Police is looking for something. Okay, all of a sudden the state police finds the suspect, finds evidence and all of that kind of stuff. Then the state police say, okay, we did this, we found this, even
Dakota,
though
where you couldn't give her no clothes. I ain't heard that. Candace says she doesn't like the old thing, so she rolls down the windows down, and Summer doesn't like it, so that's why she's in warm clothing. I don't know nothing about that. Okay, Dakota. I'm gonna get out this live. Anything else you want to say?
I just want to throw out a prayer for her. That's all.
Go ahead and pray.
Okay. Heavenly Father, we thank you for our children. We pray for the children who are not with us today. And we especially pray for the children who are missing, especially Miss Summer Wells. Lord, cover them and cover her with your blood of your Son, Jesus, so that they may not be harmed, but protect them from physical, emotional, sexual, and spiritual harm. And we ask that you, Father God, will bring back Summer, that you will bring her back whole. And if not, we just ask that her soul will be with you, with your arms surrounding her, that she has no more aches or pains. She has no more sorrow, and that she can run around heaven as she did in that little church of hers. These and all the blessings we ask in the sovereign name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I want to thank you all for joining me. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. This has been a long live. I didn't expect it to go this long. I don't really know what to say, really, about this case. It's ratchet to me. And it's ratchet because of the people who were rearing the children. And as I said, we're all flawed. We're all sinners. We all make mistakes. But this is out of control. This is the reason why people don't need to have children. With all the things that we've heard, rumors, rhetoric, assumptions, narratives, this is why. Sometimes it's best you just stay single. You do you. You do whatever you want. Go wherever you want. Sleep with whoever you want. Do what you want. You're not responsible for anybody. You don't have to worry about anybody coming forward telling anything about what you did, what you said, who you laid with, who you hooked up with. Just craziness. Because that's the thing people don't think about. The little things that you're doing that you don't think is no big deal, that one day will come back to the forefront. And people are going to judge you according to those things that you have done allegedly. That's what's going on with this case. It's not even about the little girl anymore. And that's what I hate about these type of stories. When the parents are tainted, it then leaves the realm of the child missing. It's about them, their sins, their secrets, what they did, who they talked to, who they like, who they didn't like, who like them, don't like them, what they did over here, what they did 5 years ago, 10 years ago. That's all this is about Summer Wells. Is he said, she said. Pookie Ray Ray want 5 minutes of fame, running to YouTube, want to get 5 minutes of fame. Where is this kid? Because I'm telling you, I'm tired. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody else. Grandmama, sister, cousin, brother, stepsister, stepbrother. Man, bring me that baby. You all just talking and talking and talking about this and that. And he did this and she said this. Man, where that kid at? Miss me with all this extra. Because it's extra at this point. It ain't about her. It's about a 15-year-old. His goofy ass mama. Her goofy ass mama. Her goofy ass daddy. A Mexican who somewhere drinking some damn Coronas, enjoying his damn life. Stay woke. It ain't even about her. Yes, Kimmy, I hope so. It's out of control. Investigative tools. Only thing you done talking to these people is showing us she can't stop lying. That's what you done showed me. And that's what she done showed me. And it's all for likes, views, clicks. It's a wrap. And everything's about perception, how it looks. Don't mean it's true, how it looks. And it looks foul at the moment. I would have never talked to these different people. And I would have never shown my house knowing how I lived on the property. And I would have never showed the inside of my house. That's me. But I'm not Candace Bly. And I can't believe her husband would have allowed her to show their home in the condition that it is presently. And now you can't take it back. And that's the point I've been making in my commentary since I jumped on this story a few weeks ago. Once you speak it, can't take it back. Now you've shown people how you live. You can't take it back. So I'm going to say this and I'm going to jump off of here. Candace Bly, you and Mr. Wells have bitched and moaned about people judging you according to how you act, how you look, what you said. So why the fuck are you going to show us how you live up on that mountain? That's why I know you don't care. Because you can't in this corner complain that we're talking about you, we're judging you, and you will show us that. You will show us that's where you sleep, where you slumber, where you raising your children. But you're going to say, I'm judging you? We're judging you? And you will give, come on, Queen, the enemy something to judge you on. You did this. That's why I believe you complicit to getting that baby gone. Because you don't give a fuck about yourself. Because you don't care about your kids. Look at how you live. And you let a random stranger, a YouTuber, come up in your house like that? Without a care in the world. That's something a fool would do, and a fool that don't care. And a fool that knocked their damn kid off. Yeah, I said that. I wouldn't take a dog up there. A monkey, a rat, wolf, rat, goldfish, nothing. Because I wasn't raised like that. And if I had to this day right now, go live in a fucking trailer, it wouldn't look like that. Not a single wide, double wide, or triple wide. You don't care about self. And that's what I've been telling the people on my channel. You see, self is first. You have to have self-preservation. Because you see, you can't take care of Pookie, Ray, your kids. You don't care about yourself. And you shown that before I ever saw your house. Before I ever saw your yard. You already let me know you didn't care by your Facebook posts, by your TikTok videos. You gave me and the world a bullseye view that you never cared about yourself. So that led me to believe you never cared about your children. And you would let this white man bring up in your house and show that to the fucking world. You're crazy as hell. You don't got nothing in here. You're an empty vessel. You and Don both. And you're both self-serving. And your eyes only welled up because the house of cards have fallen. You have lost your boy children. The ones that 9 times out of 10 you favored. Queen knows about favoritism. And I know that what comes around goes around. And you're in a lonely place right now. You and Don Wells both. And Allie is going to be right in behind you. See, all three of you going to ride on a skateboard to hell together. Yeah, I said that. Because you're all self-serving and selfish. So, Allie, you think you've done a service to your son by letting him talk to Mr. Chris? You have not. Because what comes around goes around. And there's somebody out there watching every little thing you're doing and saying, and probably not pleased with you running that mouth on YouTube. And you'll probably be sitting where Candace Wells is sitting without your damn kids. And rightfully so. Because you're a willing participant and an eyewitness to the filth that was on that mountaintop. So your ass is grounded too. All of you foul and vile. And that's why you all were friends. Calling a spade a spade. I want to thank you for joining me. God bless the children. If you see something, say something. Prayers for Summer Wells. I don't know what's going on with this new venture of Hawkins County being the lead on the search, but I pray they know something and put an end to this madness. Because now this is nothing but a circus act. It's a 3-ring, 8-ring, 12-ring circus, depending on the view you got. This is sad to me. Baffling and sad. I believe all this is people who didn't want a child, got rid of her, Dr. Ross, a big fat friend who had a vengeance against her friend over a dusty man, that now the man ain't with neither neither. Come on, Queen. You all have no self-respect. You don't give a damn about yourselves. No way you could care about those kids. And the state did right to come in and take those boys out. And we will never get the truth to why the children were removed. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. They're gone. They're not with these two jokers. Amen. And I pray they don't ever get them back. Because the fact that you will let your 4 children live up on top of that hill with all that debris, with all that stuff that they could hurt themselves, cut themselves, fall on, bust their damn head, cut their arms and limbs off. You ain't cared about your damn kids. You ain't never cared. Because you wouldn't let your children live like that. You. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for following the content, new subscribers. Thank you all for joining me. Thank the people on the panel. Thank you all for joining me, people in the chat. God bless all of you. Thank you for those who share my content. Thank you. I'm humbled. Amen. God bless all of you. I'm right now. I'm right now. I'm tired of these stories. I've had just about enough of these stories. And I know that when I slumber, God bless me to wake up in the morning, there will be somebody else with the same story. It just won't be Rogersville. It won't be East Tennessee. Might be New York. Might be Idaho. Might be Indiana. But it's going to be somebody. Do yourself a favor. Put a condom on. Go to the health department, get you some damn birth control. Show up for your damn appointments to get your damn depot shot. Show up to get your fucking pills. Don't have no kids. We don't have to talk about it on Facebook. We don't have to make videos about it. Prayers for Summer Wells, Cal City Boys. Chat with Car 32, Deshina Kyle, 27, missing from East Tennessee. Prayers for those who are currently missing. Summer, we're going to get you home, baby. We're going to get you home. And then we're going to bring the bang. This is Everyday Shenanigans.